What have been your sins, my son?
Well, Padre, I don't want to keep you up all night, so I'll just fill you in on the latest batch. These here hands of mine, they got blood all over them.
You're speaking figuratively.
I need to find something out. I just go out and look for somebody that knows more than me, and I go and I ask them. Sometimes I ask pretty hard. That way, for instance, I killed 3 men tonight. Tortured them first. You might say I've been working my way up the food chain. First 2 were minnows, small-time messengers. But it was Connolly, the money man who fingered you, Padre.
Dear Lord, man, this is a house of God.
Just give me a damn name.
Wrong.
You really are pushing your luck, Padre, feeding me garbage like that. It can't be that big.
There's a farm out North Cross in Lennox. It's all there. Find out for yourself. And while you're at it, ask yourself if that corpse of a slut is worth dying for.
Worth dying for. Worth killing for. Worth going to hell for.
You know, sometimes when I hear the music coming out of our son's room, Fez, I'm getting worried about our oldest, Earl. I just don't know whether he's gone through an antisocial time.
I'd like to know, but he just won't talk to me anymore, Ronnie.
Yeah. He only says this to you. Shut up.
That's all I get.
Get out.
He's never home for dinner.
He has that never enter thing on his door, and I just worry there's things going on in that bedroom, and why doesn't he have friends his own age?
And why is he always dressed in black? What's with this death fixation?
All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fezzy, it's a beautiful day out there today. I wish I was just sitting out at a little table next to a pond and just relaxing today. But you and I have to do the show.
Yeah, we have to be indoors.
Yeah.
I would love to be sitting next to a pond.
Wearing our Canada shirt, drinking some Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and just relaxing.
I'd love to have the pond, just to be able to have it to sit by.
Yeah. Here is Hunter. Hunter, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good, pal.
Hey, Ronnie. You up to 72 hours, no sleep, or did you happen to get some shut-eye last night? See ya!
I would love to report that I am sleeping, but right now it is just a brutal, brutal insomnia. It's vicious. Fez has already told me that I've got rat eyes. I came in here with rat eyes. But the thing that helps, Fezzy, is I'm thinking clearer than ever. I know there's a plot against my life, and I think it could be Earl, Dave, or one of the interns. And I will question every last one of them until I find out what they're up to. Hey, do me a favor, Earl. Why don't you open your shirt and show the fucking wire that you're wearing?
I don't have no wire on.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You're running a fucking gossip column out of here, and everything Fez and I gets recorded and played on the weekends. Admit that that's not true. What are these microphones around us all the time?
We have to have these microphones. It's part of the job.
Whatever we say, it should be fucking recorded, amplified.
Oh, we gotta get you some sleep.
Shut up. Seriously. The last thing I want to hear
Yikes.
is sleep. That's the word I do not want to hear. But you know why, Fez? I don't need sleep. Because recently I've stopped breathing so well. So I think sleep is just one of the many things. I'm mutating, Fez. I'm turning into something else. I believe I'm evolving.
I don't know if that would be a good X-Men power. Just staying up.
He has the ability to stay up for long amounts of time and watch really bad movies quietly.
That's not going to save the world, that mutant power.
I actually said this out loud. Well, he's up to something, isn't he? Here is Chris. Chris, you're on Run a Fez.
Hey, I'm a little confused this morning because you started talking to Fezzy, but you never really introduced him. So
well, he's Fez Watley. I don't know what to say to you people. After all this time, you don't know him. He's Fez Watley.
Hiya, buddies.
It's just my... Oh, thank you. It was my OCD kicking in.
All right, talk to you later. Oh, everybody loves to have an OCD of their own. Oh, I have to do this. I have to. Why do you hold on to your OCD so tightly? Like every flaw is something to be fucking celebrated and discussed with each other. All right, I might be a little nutty. I don't know why. That made me angry.
Just a little bit.
He is Fez. I'm Ron. Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
I've got a prescription of Valium. If you need a few, I can hook you up and put you out to sleep like a baby, Ronnie.
The slippery slope. Is it time for the slope, Fez?
No, it is never time for a slope.
Why? Everyone else gets the party? You party. Why can't Ronnie B? Why can't Ronnie B have a little something to make him feel better? Why am I on the outside of the baker's window watching you and Earl and Dave eat croissants inside?
We're not eating croissants.
Well, then you're eating pills and having whiskey and just fucking living the life that I should be living.
It's because the slope gets way too slippery.
Every time you say slope, I think of Chinese girls.
That's not what I meant. Maybe that would help you sleep. Chinese girls.
Here's John. John, you're on Manifest.
Yeah, how you doing, Ronnie? Listen, Ronnie, sleeping is for queers.
I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to think, you know what? Women and children lay down at night. What is a man doing sleeping? I'm walking the perimeter. I'm keeping an eye out for Charlie. Because the man in the black pajamas doesn't fucking sleep, Fez. Doesn't sleep. Dave, any news from the front? I mean, the second it comes in, I want to hear about it. Earl, where's my field glasses? I've got to keep an eye on fucking 57th Street.
Charlie's not on 57th Street, Ronnie.
Fucking Charlie's everywhere, my friend, wearing his little fucking tennis shoes. And at night when we should be sleeping, he's knocking together pans and playing his fucking bugle. Fuck you, Rice Eater. I might not get to you, but I'll find your wife and kids, and I'll cut their throats. That's how we'll win this war. Let's go over here to Kirby. Kirby, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, it sounds like you've been abusing that I-57 Ignite. Is that the case?
Hi, kids. It's Ron Bennington from the Ron and Fez Show. I want to talk to you for just a few moments about a legal drug called I-57 Ignite.
It's not time for that, Ron.
I-57 Ignite. Just take 2, put them in your ass, and sit back and relax. Let the fucking rush grab your spine.
That's a different time. It's a different show.
Fez, what do you say? Blood brothers today, me and you? We take a fucking knife, we cut our hands, we put them together, and then nobody will be able to pull us apart. Not Wiki, not Manelli, not any of those fucking bastards.
Well, let's just say we're blood brothers. Let's just say we're brothers without actually...
Suits against the T-shirts. That's this fucking business.
Well, that I agree with, but let's not cut our palms.
Whose side you on, Earl? Suits or T-shirts?
T-shirts.
Come on in. Come on in, brother. You're with us now. Earl, you're going to be blood brothers with Earl. I don't want to get any black in my body.
Ronnie, it's Earl.
I'll be the first white guy to ever get sickle cell. Earl, does sickle cell even exist anymore?
Yeah, it's still
I never hear about it. I got to tell you the truth. You never hear like Halle Berry or somebody like that has. I've never heard of a famous person.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid, I think the commercials used to run all the
scary.
time.
Yeah.
They used to have telethons and everything.
I used to actually think to myself, is LaFennis Terry going to come down with this? I don't know. He could.
Wasn't it Lou Rawls that was like the chairman?
Lou Reed.
Oh.
Hey, kids. It's me, Lou Reed. Time for you to take a wild side. Walk on the wild side of a little something called... here's Larry. Larry, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ron. Fez, Earl, look what you guys done to Ronnie. All you guys are screwing up. You finally broke the man.
You know what? I will say this. These two champions have done what the U.S. government could not. And that's fucking really make me doubt myself. And Dave, I'm going to throw you in and your fucking sidekick Pitsy and that little prick brunch Johnny and those two fucking girls who giggled and I never see do any work. What are their names?
Lily and Shell.
Yeah, Lily and Shell. That fucking tandem where you're in here dancing with the stars all day long and not one of you is thinking about the show.
Right. I agree with you on that one.
Why would you agree with that?
You know, you look insane now when your hair only gets like a quarter of an inch.
Well, I realize that.
No, you know what? This is my fault. I think it's the lack of sleep. I feel like life to me looks like old film stock. Like all you guys look like you're in the Zapruder film right now. Everything to me is kind of flicking. I'm moving along like the Zapruder film.
All right, we got to figure out a way to be less grainy.
I feel like you're fucking mocking me, big man.
I am not mocking you.
You know what?
He must help you.
You know what I noticed? This prick must have had a good morning with his shrink. Because he's in here zippity-doo now. Everything's fucking happy in Fez Watley's world. Well, I get home last night, I get 2 fucking emails from Mikey D. Please call me immediately. So I fucking wrote back because I was insanity.
Right.
I'll call you tomorrow. I haven't fucking slept. And now I have a fucking confirmation to talk with Mikey D about your fucking cruelty.
First of all, just, leave me out of that one because I had nothing to do with it.
Bullshit. Seriously. You know what I never want you to say to me for the rest of your life?
What?
Leave me out of this. I've spent my entire career leaving you out of it.
So, yeah, I did have a therapist session this morning, which just was craziness on parade.
Dave, you're on Run of Fez.
Monkey House!
Monkey House.
Hey,
Let me
pal,
just play a
listen.
little Monkey House. You know, honestly,
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Wait a minute, that's Fez's song. Hey.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Why is the
when
crying
Monkey
in
House
the middle of
rocks,
that?
he rocks the D-zippers.
Why is that in the middle of all that?
That was one of the things that we needed at some point.
You know what we do need? I want fucking Pitsy. Did he ever work out things with Wiki?
Yes.
Okay. Pitsy will take over the replay.
Oh.
You will now do nothing. That will be your job title. The man who does nothing, except for like some of the emailers say, you sit on my lap and get spoiled by me. which is not fucking true.
Right, and we did want the crying game on there. I forget the reason.
But not in the middle. There's got to be some kind of system. I want this instant replay set up like brackets for March Madness, so that I will have a winner and a loser in each bracket.
That can be done easily.
Because you're sitting in Earl's seat, you're talking like him, you're saying the same thing Earl says. Dave?
Hey, pal, listen, I'm real sorry to hear how you feeling, man, but Ronnie, I gotta say, drugs are not bad. Don't be afraid of drugs. They are modern man's solution to the world we made for ourselves.
I agree.
We didn't evolve into this kind of world. It's the only way we can cope with this crazy shit, pal.
You know what? Here's the way I feel about drugs and alcohol. Either you're in 100% or you're out. I don't like to fucking dabble. I'm not some weekend warrior like this fucking Eastside Dave. If I go in, I'm going fucking deep undercover. All right? That's where I fucking go in.
AA's for the week, pal. Hey, I'm punching out. Take care, fellas.
Peace. You know what I'm saying, Earl?
It's all
I'm going in like Jesus did. Full force.
99.5 won't do. You got to go all the way.
Thanks for backing me up, Earl.
Why are you encouraging, Earl?
Why can't he be here for me? Why can't I have one person? So I have a black sidekick. What's that? Fucking, give me a word, Earl. What is that? Is that...
Racist?
Please, you're not Earl. You're no longer my sidekick. Earl is.
Man.
What is that? Is that, give me a word, Earl.
Encouraging?
Thank you. Is that encouraging? That doesn't even make sense. I got the worst sidekick ever. Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, now that you have someone else in charge of the replays, every Sunday morning, your 12 o'clock show is labeled Opie and Anthony Last Pest Standing for about, 4 months.
Here's the thing. Earl does not give a shit about the weekend thing. What am I saying? Earl does not care about this show. One thing Earl cares about, and that's stealing a paycheck week after week. And for that, you should be fucking congratulated, my friend, because you're fucking Danny Ocean. Ocean 12. You pulled off the biggest fucking heist in history, stealing not just one, 2 paychecks a week.
I don't steal money, and then...
Do you cash those checks?
Absolutely.
Then you're stealing, Earl. You're the fucking Pink Panther. You're amazing.
Do you have to have them laundered, or you just take them to a bank?
I take them to the bank, and I'm not stealing them.
Why are you dressed like the new Spider-Man, all in black? Why are you Black Spider-Man?
I like the color.
Andre Reed. You're Andre Reed, Black Spider-Man. Whatever happened to him?
What, for the Buffalo Bills?
No, who was the Spider-Man? Was that a different Andre?
No, that was Andre Reed, right?
Didn't he play with Atlanta when he was Spider-Man?
He played with Atlanta. That's when he was Spider-Man. Then I think he went to San Francisco.
When Left Eye lit his fucking crib on fire, remember that? He had a house that was on cribs, and then he was living with Left Eye. She caught him fucking around, so she put all his sneakers in a bathtub, lit it on fire, and it caught the whole fucking house on fire.
I think you're thinking of Andre Rison.
Thank you. That's who I want. Sit next to me. Move. You're out. You're over there in the shit box. Dave, you come over here. No, Pitsy, you go in there. Earl, you stand over there and make sure no one gets behind me at any times. I got a fucking window here. We're only 5 floors up. I don't want anybody shimmying up that window and coming in behind me. Yeah.
Andre Rison.
All right, stop yelling out the same fucking answer.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
And, Earl, I'm going to give you this fucking cowbell. You ring the cowbell if anybody comes in behind me. All right?
Yes. I got your back, Ronnie.
And then I just want you to fucking yell go time. And we'll all know, and then everybody get to their stations. I want all you guys to have fucking stations anyway, in case this place is ever attacked.
Now, Scott Weiland's wife just got arrested for pulling a Left Eye. She took all his clothes outside the house, put them in a barrel, and lit them on fire. I think that was yesterday. Scott Weiland for Velvet Revolver. So she was arrested. Apparently you can't burn your husband's clothes up on the front lawn.
But you can burn their Pez dispensers and their Star Wars figurines.
Oh, you were married?
Oh, no. But
are you fucking in better fucking shape right now?
Yes,
I am. Is your life better?
Yes.
Would it be fucking worth it to you to lose an air conditioner, a Pez dispenser, and a fucking Yoda doll to get a hot chick?
Yes, it would.
Then why can't you look on the sunny side of life?
All right.
Why can't you be fucking whistling?
You're right.
Enjoying yourself.
Just need some clarity of my own, I guess.
What clarity? What's that even mean?
I don't know. You're making a lot of good points, a lot of sense.
Well,
I'm
you're
starting
welcome.
to believe.
You're welcome. Seriously. But my problem is this. The hair, it's not bald and there's no hair. It makes you look like a fucking sniper. You know what I mean? You really do. Yeah. You got a jarhead look about you.
All right, but I'm a sniper on your side.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you, you fucking turncoat?
Seriously. I will never betray you.
Is that right, Judas?
And he did have red hair, too, Judas did.
Did he?
According to Scorsese's portrayal of him in Last Temptation of Christ.
Well, that is the Bible.
Yeah, you saw a lot of redheads running around Jerusalem.
That's the way Marty portrayed him.
Why do you hate Scorsese so, Earl? What's his name?
I'm Fez.
Fez. Why do you fucking hate Scorsese so?
I don't hate Scorsese.
You won't watch any of his movies?
I think I saw Goodfellas. I've got the DVDs. Dave loaned them to me. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Dave, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, guys, Ronnie, you're not missing out on drugs. We just got to look at it. We get a lifetime allotment, and some of them just use us up a little more than the others.
Well, I don't even, I'm sure that gets a big laugh at your meeting. It's not going to fucking work for me, okay? Words will not work for me. I need something to fucking pull me out of this. Who's it going to be? Who wants to step up?
I do.
All right.
I do.
You're going to I'm going to give you some money.
Okay.
You take the train down to Philly. Wait for a man who answers to the name of Rap.
Rap.
He's going to hand you a package. Shove that up your asshole and get back on the train. Put it in a fucking balloon first.
Okay.
I don't want any of your fucking air shrapnel all over this package.
All right. Philly Rap.
Don't yell it out loud. What the fuck?
Okay,
What are we, crazy?
All right.
You know what? Check him for a wire. Earl. Look at Earl's. Earl's mad at him for saying it out loud. That's why I love Earl. I love the fact that you're jumping in my paranoia with me, Earl.
Get your hands off.
You're the best, brother. I got one friend in the world. He's holding a fucking cowbell, looking out a fifth store window right now for the enemy.
He was your shortest-lived sidekick.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Are you making shit up? Is he making shit up during the show?
I don't recall.
No. He just got moved right out of his chair. Now he's on cowbell duty.
Dude. All right, we're going to talk about your fucking madness day in a few minutes, okay?
Oh, okay.
So you sit back, try to remember your story. God forbid this show goes 5 minutes without being about your anxieties. But speaking of which, Jay Moore call you back?
Yes, at 12:30 a.m. last night.
So what happened?
Talked to Jay for a little while. Everything's cool with Jay. Everything's good with Jay Moore now. So that's off the laundry list. That's taken care of.
Scotty, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, you don't need to listen to these clowns telling you to get back to the drugs. There's only one thing you need to relax, and that's murder.
Murder.
Murder's not the answer.
Yeah, but don't you think about it all the time?
No, I more or less think about if I get murdered.
I'm working on a fucking screenplay right now called Killing Your Friends. And guess what?
What?
You guys are all in it. You guys are all in my screenplay.
How does it end?
I get away. And the show's even better.
I'm worried about how it starts.
It ends so happy I get a better show. I don't want to ruin that for everybody. Because it's how I get there. Because I might even open the movie with me in a better show. Oh. And then show how I got there. Kind of American Beauty.
So this is like a drama type horror.
No, it's comedy.
It's lighthearted.
It's a black comedy. Because Earl's going to be in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Earl, I'm hoping to get Scottie Pippen to play you.
Was Bobby Bonilla already taken?
Oh. You always hate the Bobby Bonilla thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember once...
Why don't you go back to Pop Stargell, the man you initially were, when it was We Are Family.
With his hair.
Could be your fucking thing.
If Earl grew a mustache, he would be exactly like Stargell.
Yeah.
Whereas Stargell was like 280 pounds. He's a heavy-set guy.
So what? What do you care, Earl? The man can fucking hit. He's got a ring. Why isn't that ever enough for you?
2 rings. He was on the 71 team that won a championship as well. Didn't hit well, but was on the team.
You know what? Thank you for being here. You are like having a baseball encyclopedia with me all the time.
I look up my facts.
Earl, you're like me always having Pop Stargell next to me whenever I need him. Get off the dugout and stop dancing to We're Family, though. I fucking hate that. And Fez.
Yes?
You are like a less funnier version of your little brother.
I'm funnier than my little brother.
By the way, if I continue to do the show, it will be with Fez's little brother.
Why him?
He's a certified CPA.
Yes.
He's funny. We agree on.
Well, he's all right. He's clever.
And he doesn't come with all your baggage.
Actually, a lot less.
I'm going to call him Normal Fez. How's he doing? This is his busy time of the year, huh?
Oh, yeah. So he's doing all right. He's working every weekend and everything, but he's planning a trip to the city very soon.
I feel like I'm sitting next to you on Boring Bus. I really do. Doesn't it? I honestly, I feel like I just called my aunt.
Well, he's the one member of the family that's never having a crisis.
Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Fez.
Yeah, Ron, have you tried counting black fainting goats? That really works well for insomnia. True.
Earl, you never faint anymore. I want you to faint before you become the Iron Man. Who holds the title right now as longest running Fez producer?
That is the fabulous Al Dukes.
Really?
Yeah. Longest running. And it seemed like he was only around for a few weeks.
At best. He did not seem like he was with us a long time. Because he was completely fucking insane by the time we got rid of him. I mean, he was going out of his mind.
He was shrieking every night on the show. Just screaming and shrieking.
I remember there were days he just, what they call it, the 1,000-yard stare. He'd just be staring blank into just nothing. And you just look at him and he's like, hey, Al. And he's just...
That's the best.
And he just could look right through you. It was so scary.
I love when they get like that. I love when they get that way. It's just so fucking adorable. You're like, I don't think he's got any brain patterns. Look at him. So when's Pitsy's deal all worked out?
Well, I mean, he's still waiting for the paperwork, but it said it should be a green light. He's got to get the paperwork and sign it.
Oh, so it's still not done.
Is this 7 fucking weeks and you haven't gotten the paperwork, Pitsy?
Not official. No.
Yeah, it's being hung up in HR is what I'm being told.
Puffing stuff again? That fucker?
Once he gets that paperwork, we're good.
Pete, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I've got a, try to make you feel a little better or get you out of the funk there. I've got a Steve Carlton rookie card I'll send you if that'll...
Wow, that's really nice of you. Why don't you put it on eBay, get the money, and mail me the money? Because why make me take the time to go do eBay? Speaking of which, I got some beautiful cigars here. Let's see who sent them in to me. This is Ryan from Whackbag. Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate it, my friend. It's really nice. Occasionally, somebody thinks to themselves, what could I get Ron? And they come up with the perfect answer, cigars. Now, some people go, oh, you know what? Everyone gets Ron cigars. What else can I get them? I don't like those gifts. I don't like the non-cigar gifts. I like the cigar gifts.
I was seriously thinking, and I'd like to do this, if I could take you out, Mr. B, and Mr. W out to lunch today.
Wow.
I'd like to do that for you.
Where are you thinking? Across the street, the burger?
I swear to God, that was on my mind.
The burger place?
But
you don't want
no minimum. In other words, I want you to get the burger.
Eat 8 hamburgers? Is that it? I mean, I don't not eat 8 hamburgers.
Get 2 burgers.
What? I could do that any day I want. I'm not fucking. I'm not eating fucking. The reason why I don't have 8 pounds of fucking burgers a day is not for lack of cash.
Oh,
you know what? That's very sweet of you, though. What would make it perfect is you don't come over with us.
Oh, all right.
You know?
Okay, I'll give you the $60 or so in my wallet.
But if you're going to spend $60 on each of us, you know, while we're having multiple hamburgers,
yeah,
why not take us somewhere nice where we can get normal-sized meals?
Well,
running at $60 a pop.
I'll tell you exactly why. Those normal places never have a nice milkshake, and I was really thinking about this. I think Mr. B really needs a good milkshake.
Yeah, sugar. That'll fucking help me 1,000,000%.
But the
wow,
milk
my
in
fucking eye just started flickering for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
What?
There's going to be a bust in this room. Get rid of fucking everything that we have. Everything.
Don't pet me.
It really almost feels like we've been up hitting the pipe all night, doesn't it?
I'm starting to feel that way, too. I didn't sleep very well because I was thinking about you all night.
Do what I do. Fucking just sleep only sitting up and with a fucking gun in your lap.
I think there could be a finger slippage, and that would be...
Ew.
Up your ass?
No, on the trigger!
All right, you're getting this.
White people are so scared of black people.
I know my man. He doesn't slip. Am I right, Earl?
You're always right, Ronnie.
Oh, man. See... You know
Not
what?
helping.
Why is that helping? He fucking really came up with something interesting. By the way, your girlfriend said about Pitts.
Yeah.
Congrats, Pitts, you fucking Jew hater.
Wow. Is it Jew hater day?
Isn't every day?
Me and Casey had a nice little talk. I thought everything was squashed. But
In your mind.
What happened? Oh, because you're anti-Jewish. You said you would never date a Jewish broad.
I think she missed...
Then you left fucking 48 messages for Happy Typing Girl.
Yeah, but that was before I knew she was Jewish, so...
You know what a great lady you are. You know that you're an idiot when you start calling women ladies.
Just come to my house so I can tell you in person how much of a great lady. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, come on, Pitsy.
Yeah, sure, Dave.
What were you begging for that night? Seriously, where did you think that was going to go, Pitsy?
I don't know. You know when you get those scenarios when you just one thing runs in your mind and then it just keeps going? I think it was up to the point where we're going to have like family barbecues and I was just going to go in that little apartment she has on Pal Talk. It just kept going and going, you know?
What apartment on Pal Talk?
She has a house, a gingerbread house.
I don't know. I only know the kitchen and the bedroom. I don't really know anything else.
She lives out in Spooky Lane somewhere in fucking North Jersey. Doesn't it look like there's werewolves or something out there? I mean, it's really country.
Very barren.
Yeah. I saw horses. And a fucking horse, no one ever brings this, a horse will kill you if it gets the opportunity.
Well, I could see a lot of that taking place when people put the horseshoes on the animal. I never understood how horses don't kill people when they're getting metal hammered to their feet.
You know, someone told me this before. Oh, they don't feel it. How could you not? There's not a fucking animal that doesn't know that you don't put a nail in its fucking foot. That's the whole thing about the lion with the paw. Gets a splinter in its paw.
Right. That seems like the worst animal cruelty I've ever heard, like nailing metal to horse feet.
Here's what I would do then. If I know that horses worry about fucking shit, right? You know, there are predators that are after horses. If I'm a horse, I lay on my back, put my feet up, let them do whatever they want. You want to bite? You want to fucking run a tusk through it? Nothing bothers me. I've got hooves defense.
See, that's what I don't believe, though.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of horses should probably kick their masters.
All right, this is kind of a weird thing. We got, like, the cowboy thing is, like, really big in this country, right? Little boys love to pretend they're cowboys. But only little girls get obsessed with riding horses. You never hear about a little boy constantly talking about his horse, wanting to take care of his horse. You know, like little kids and little girls in the suburbs, they'll have a fucking horse somewhere. Their parents have to take them to feed it and ride it. You never hear of a little boy like that.
I think that's because when you're talking about little kids, they can only ride ponies, and the very word pony sounds a little pussyish. So that's why a little boy wouldn't want that. If you said, here, I'll get you a horse. In fact, my mom actually, when I was 9, said, I bought you a horse. And I got really excited. This was on the phone. And then she said, April Fool's Day. I'm like, what kind of bitch?
That's adorable.
Yeah,
That's
a 9-year-old.
adorable.
A 9-year-old? You don't do April Fool's jokes on 9-year-olds.
Why not?
They have no grasp of that.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, she said horse. If she said pony, I would.
I remember my mom did a great one to me when she said your grandma came back to life. Get dressed, and that never happened.
I think the little kid playing cowboy, the little boy, is probably more interested in the gun part of being a cowboy. You know, like a shoot-'em-up cowboy, rather than the horse part.
You're saying, like, if the parents took him out and let him shoot guns, yeah, he'd stick with it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I had no problem being an Indian. When we played Cowboys and Indians, I love being an Indian.
Sure, you're redheaded. You're always the outsider. In your heart, you're a Comanche. In your heart, you're a Muslim.
But you could also be sneakier. You could hide in the bushes. You could throw your plastic axe at them.
I would always yell, stay out the bushes. I used to pretend I was Jesse Jackson as a child.
Well, that would ruin the game. If I had to stay out of the bushes, that was my move.
But see, here's the thing, Fuzzy, you're not getting to. Supposedly, for little girls, that horse represents masculine sexuality. It's basically a cock.
Really?
Yeah. Something big and powerful for them to wrap their legs around. So I'm going to go back over to what Dave said, his pony thing. As us, we hear like pony, it means dildo. It's fucking nerve-wracking to most youngsters. Here's Hilton. Hilton, you're on Fez.
Yeah, horses' hooves are like nails. They don't feel anything.
So it's like a big toenail to them.
Yeah, it's like a big toenail. You know, like when you cut your toenails, it doesn't hurt. So the hoof, the nail doesn't hurt when it goes in.
Yeah.
My toenails kill. What are you talking about?
Well, you're an old woman, and that's going to happen.
Yeah,
you have bad circulation. Why don't you soak them in a bucket throughout the show, Dave? Hey, I got a message right now, and I want to say it on the air. Dave, congratulations. Let's all hear it for Dave.
Oh, Dave. Thank you very much.
His girlfriend, Casey, is pregnant. So,
no.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dave.
Yeah, thanks.
Woo!
Oh, way to go. Way to go, Dave.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It's not the news.
Nice work.
Wasn't expecting that.
Tom, you're on Fez. To Dave.
No.
Dave is the big winner today. Dave is daddy winner. He's the big winner at the casino. Yay, Dave.
Eastside Dad.
I don't think so.
Tom, you're on Fez.
Dave, I love you, but I finally figured out what you are, dude. You're a redheaded soccer mom. You think you know everything about everything, you don't know anything about anything. If you don't put a shoe on a horse, dude, you'll kill the horse, you'll break his feet.
Well, how about gluing it? Why did you have to the
glue it?
Yeah, it's like flip-flops for a horse.
You half-wit. There is no way possible you can think shit. Did you say?
Super glue. The guy hangs from the building with his hard hat.
That's fucking fake. Now, you're right, Fez, to say grabbing the heart.
It's,
You goner? I would love to do CPR today. Please tell me you're having a heart attack. Because I fucking feel like I got Dr. Smarts since I haven't slept in a while.
I don't think I am, but I am going to take a pill.
No, don't. Wait till the last second. I fucking know I can bring it back. And I want to know what's going on over there.
Right now, there's pain and tingling down the arm.
That's it.
It's a little combo here.
Pitsy, say goodbye to Fezzy.
That I'm concerned about.
Don't worry. I know I can fucking bring you back, Fezzy, and I can do it with my mind.
No, you would actually
lack of sleep has made me smarter, believe in me. Please.
I believe in you, but you can't do CPR through the mind.
What was that movie with Christopher Walken? It was Brainstorm, was that it? Yeah, was it Brainstorm?
I think it was.
With Natalie Wood?
Yeah.
I think
the
it was
one she died on? Brain what?
I think it was Brainstorm. There
was something about that fucking movie. As bad as that movie is, I could watch it a million times. Because I always wanted to bring somebody back from the dead, Fuzzy, and I know I can do it with you today.
Yeah, but if you see me slipping, actually go hands-on and just kind of abandon the doing it with your mind plan.
No, I'm going to be... All right, this came in. Yes, Casey is pregnant, but not necessarily sure that Dave is the father.
Okay, that's just cruelty.
Is it?
It's cruelty and it's inaccurate.
Get her. What's her list? How many names are on her list?
I'm not going to ask for that information. Thank you.
Casey, give us an over or under number, and we'll try to guess whether that number that you give us...
Let's do it, sweetheart.
I know she's... her cup says 10, so I believe the number on the list will come to 10.
She don't need to do it.
Which could make you...
11.
That's right.
These go to 11, is what I could say. That would be my little line.
11. 11. Jay, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, man, I feel your pain, brother. I've been up 3 days myself, but that's all self-induced. But anyways, man, I've figured it out. It's Earl's incompetence. Dave's called you Black Ron. Fez's psychotic tendencies. Somebody's spiking your water, man. They're trying to bring you down. He put
Is that it? If you guys are fucking dosing me, just tell me and I'll start laughing with you. Have you guys been dosing me with meth?
I haven't. I know that for a fact.
It wasn't me.
Not me either. I got your back.
I don't want any of you guys to worry about it. But every cell in my body hurts and is calling out for help.
Right.
And there is no help for what I have.
A masseuse?
It happened. A masseuse. Come on. That's Ronnie B. Well, stop acting like some fucking little Chinese man can come in here and change my life. That's not going to happen. I suffer so the world doesn't have to. That's why I'm able to pull my friend Fez back from death. I have the power to heal with my hands. Go, Fezzy, go into the light.
I don't want to go into the light. That's not the way to heal.
Go into the light, look around, and then come back. I'm going to heal you with my hands.
Wait till I'm actually into the light. I don't think I'm going.
What's wrong?
Everyone goes. I mean,
John, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, about these horses, I have a horse, and if you don't ride them a whole lot, you don't have to shoe a horse. The Indians never had blacksmiths to make fucking horseshoes.
Thank you.
And how did their fucking horses do? They got fucking shot out from underneath them. They didn't even come up with saddles. The Indians are the laziest fucking humans the planet has had on the outside of Africa. They never came up with a goddamn thing. I would have loved.
You're right.
We came out with basketball.
No, you did not. We fucking had basketball. You were better at it, but you didn't invent it.
You sure about that?
I fucking know you did.
Dr. Naismith is a fucking white man, dude.
The Indians invented lacrosse, Earl.
Yeah.
And what kind of game is that?
It's a poor man's hockey. Let's admit it.
A red man's hockey.
Poor man is the perfect word for it. First of all, they didn't even have money. They'd fucking wampum before we came over. And I'm not attacking the Indians. You're fucking nice people. You have great hair. But you just don't know how to invent shit.
What was wampum?
Here's Judeni, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, best show on the planet there, Ron.
Thank
Fez.
you. We work so hard at it. We try. The preparation's unbelievable right here.
I was going to check and see if this was an ass baby that Dave and Casey are having, or what's the story?
I do have an update right now. Dave's baby update.
Okay.
The baby's moving. So congratulations. You're the big winner. You're the big winner, Dave.
That's an exciting day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that baby can play with your Star Wars toys.
Wasn't prepared for this, really, financially here.
My eyes are as red as fucking rats, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very red.
Fucking look like a crazy person right now. Luckily now I can see in the dark. I was never able to do that before. And I can read minds. I know what people are doing. Look at fucking Fez looking nervous.
You're reading my mind?
Yeah, it's fucking. That's a short read, believe me. That is not going to take a while. Brian, you're on Run and Fez.
Good morning, guys. Ronnie.
Dave Earl moved in here and he turned into Big A for me. Ooh. Yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
To prove that you really have the power, I want you to let Fez go and let him go so far that he's as purple as that dude that hung himself on Pal Talk, and then use your mind to bring him back. And if it don't work, let Happy Typing Girl be your second mic.
All right, did you hear about this Pal Talk story?
No.
One of the guys hung themselves on Pal Talk.
Yeah, an English guy, and they were actually daring him to do it in his chat room. They were saying, "Come on, you don't have the balls."
Was it the M&A room?
And the guy got up and got on a ladder and hung himself.
Well, you showed them, didn't you?
I guess so. He showed them he had balls, but
that's what you got to do in this fucking world.
Now he's dead.
Show people. I'll tell you this. I rue the day. Pal Talk was invented.
Yeah.
Steve, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, shouldn't you guys be congratulating Mikey D and not Eastside Dave for Casey getting pregnant?
Mike, you son of a bitch! Mikey D! He has no access to her, and nor would he.
Access?
You know what I mean, Mr. B. She's my baby. She's my doodle bug.
Did you call her that? That's stupid.
No, but I.
Oh, that was your nickname for your old girlfriend.
No, it wasn't. I called my old girlfriend Chicken.
Oh.
Attractive.
Because of the feathers? Your old girlfriend, how did you even do that?
What do you mean? How did I do what?
How were you able to maintain an erection with her?
Wow.
Because I really, seriously, that might make you the stud of studs.
I didn't think she was a bad-looking broad.
Let me ask you this.
Casey's far more beautiful. But...
In 1982, were you a big fan of E.T.? And said one day when I grow up, I'm going to date E.T.?
The fingers on that girl.
I enjoyed that film a lot. I had a couple E.T. dolls, but I never wanted actual...
When you used to bang her, did you go like this? Ouch.
No, she was... She did complain a couple times. Too much thrusting.
She could heal it.
Al, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, listen, I got the limo. I got a half a gallon of gas. We'll burn the place and get the fuck out of there. What do you say?
I fucking seriously in the fucking mood. Here's what I'm thinking. If I fucking burn this place, I might be purifying it from the devil. Because, honestly, if I've ever been at a fucking place where I know the devil has slept, it's this fucking studio. You can feel the evil in here. This fucking place is evil, Fez. You're evil. Earl's evil. Dave's evil.
We're not all evil. You just haven't slept a lot.
Bullshit. Seriously. I'm not fucking playing games with you. I know somewhere left in your fucking mind there is some amount of Christianity. And Satan's been in this fucking room. And Satan's touched you.
I don't know if scorched earth is the remedy for it, though.
Remedy. That's what I need. A fucking remedy.
Like the Black Crows.
Huh?
Remedy.
They're black people. Earl, I apologize. You're not
I was talking about the band.
Oh,
I need a remedy, remedy.
Up in Woodstock, the band.
No.
Remember Earl kept telling me, think I'm getting Levon home. Think I'm getting Levon home. Never did happen.
No.
I even bought like a little hat, like from that they were wearing the music, one of those little derbies, like they kept
from music to big pink hats.
That never caught on, I guess. That never became the fashion statement they wanted it to be.
And the derby never caught on.
Should have. Hey, Tony, you're on the Fez.
Hey, Ronnie B, you need to try eating some turkey. It's got that natural drug in it and knock your ass out. And hey, Dave, $5 more. That's been your Casey's daddy.
Oh, son of a... What the fuck were you talking about? You trying to fucking pimp her out?
I was so glad that you just didn't know what he meant. Because I got so fucking weirded out. I go, I can't even follow anymore. I don't know what's happening.
It seems like you want to pimp her out, and that ain't going to fly on my watch, baby.
Is it in my imagination, or we have the worst callers ever? We've really got some stupid callers.
Sometimes the most enlightened is the way I think about it.
Yeah. Hey, I did go on the message boards to see how everybody felt about Fez hiring Mafia Life Chris yesterday to do the Sopranos talk.
How'd that go?
You guys are going to turn it around. You and Chris are going to turn this into a great segment.
Okay.
Yeah, regardless of what they say there. Although, Spread the Iris seems to love the idea. So that's going well.
Well, that's one.
Oh, I wish today was board gossip. I wish every day was board gossip.
Can I just give you...
Yeah. What do you got? Something I should know?
Yes.
So
it's really weird.
We'll start with Spread the Iris and work from there.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to save it, but you're probably going to find out, so I don't know.
Wow. So everything's okay or never existed?
Never existed.
All right. I'll be waiting for Friday.
That's
great.
Stupid, amazing 3.5-year practical joke, essentially.
Phenomenal.
3.5 years.
I feel better now.
Yeah.
I love that. Here's Eric. Eric, you're on Fez.
Yeah, Dave, my understanding is the baby's black and Earl might be the father.
Son of a bitch.
All right, let's not pick
Son of a bitch! Earl has not even been around her. He's not introduced himself to her. I know.
They met one time.
I do have some news.
Yeah.
Although I might have already said this. I don't know, because I'm a little crazy right now. She did lose the baby.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, there's going to be other chances.
Okay.
All right? Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
I know you're upset. But it's better that it happened now than later.
All right.
Yeah.
We're still the best of sweethearts, though.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
You still want to be with her after something like that?
Yes.
She just doesn't remind you of failure?
No.
Okay.
The hell?
That's one way of being. I don't know. I mean, maybe I got a different set of rules.
You really do need some sleep.
You need some sleep. You're the one. You're the one who needs fucking sleep, Mister. And by the way, I'd always every time I was involved in abortion, I would just say we lost the baby.
Well, technically, you don't know where it's at.
Well, I did. None of these jokes to get him mad. Let's take any of those mean jokes off. Here's Randy. Randy, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, didn't Jason Mraz sing Remedy, at least the version that Dave was singing?
No, there was the Black Crows. I need a remedy, remedy, remedy.
It's a great fucking song.
Jason Mraz, that guy's such a fucking pussy.
This one goes out to the DC connection, baby.
Yeah.
We lost this morning.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And by the way, Dave, it was a boy.
Oh, no, little Davy.
It's going to be Junior?
Yeah.
What am I going to do with this little golf bag?
Black Crows, whenever I think of them, I start thinking of spring and summer. They're like a great... Some bands, they just feel like it's summertime, don't they?
That's because you lick them in the summer like an ice cream cone.
Beach Boys feel like summer.
You think? Winter for me is Snowy Snowman's Christmas Band. Fucking idiot things you guys talk about.
Egger Winter.
Seriously, do you guys always try to fake conversations rather than actually have one?
That was real.
Fez is looking through papers for a list of bands, seasonal bands. Just fucking be a person for 5 minutes instead of preparing to act like a person. No, keep it going underneath me, Pitts. I gotta have a little remedy, all right? I need fucking something to take me out of this.
The best part, when it starts getting echoey. That's the best part.
That's Kate Hudson. I had words with this fucking guy one time, though, so...
Chris Robinson?
Yeah. He played some birthday show for us, and he started yelling at our audience. He was opening for Robert Plant, so he came out, and he was like yelling, those people won't even fucking stand up. They just sit there and look at us. And I go, give them a fucking reason. I was just pissed off. I don't like someone fucks with my people. Give him a fucking reason, you big crybaby. He's a lanky son of a bitch, too.
Yeah.
Now I wish I could take it back, because he's the only person that understands me. I need a remedy. See, I miss piano in bands. It's such a great fucking sound.
Yeah.
People never do it anymore.
You get some piano in, like, the Arcade Fire.
You know, the... no, I mean this Boogie Woogie fucking Small Faces piano.
Right.
Give me some Leon Russell. I was reading this thing in Esquire with Mary Louise Parker, and she was basically saying, hey, how come all lead singers are pussies now? She goes, did you see that?
Yes.
She goes, has a limp fucking
microphone.
A microphone like a limp dick. And like she just started going through like anything that's on the radio. And yeah, you're like, these guys are fucking pussies.
That's because emo is like saturated the whole musical frontier, and that is the gayest shit, and everyone sings with that ultra whiny high voice. You never hear like a baritone anymore. Julian Casablancas. I mean vocally.
No, I think it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's vocally.
I don't remember where the term came from. It's like guys like Jagger and Paul Rodgers, they sung about the girls that they had, and now guys about the girls that they lost. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's a very good point. You know, stop acting like you're so fucking whiny. She like you. She likes someone else. So what?
You mean like what happened to like a good put down song like "Stupid Girl" or "Under My Thumb"?
Under My Thumb, maybe the fucking greatest song of all time. Pitsy, what are we waiting for, brother? Maybe Mick can pull us out of this. We're under a lot of problems.
Have you ever heard just Some Girls?
That almost had him arrested.
It should have.
Every fucking
and black girls like to fuck all night.
Yeah, every ethnic group was pissed at that. No one felt good about it. What the fuck are you playing over there, Pitsy? Tales from Long Island? Earl, it's so hard for you not to run over, isn't it? It's driving you crazy.
I know. No, because it's not really his... Because sometimes they don't know what
they're doing.
No, it doesn't discern whether it's a live version or not.
Accent blows, yeah, I know. Here you go, listen, this is a great opening, too. Did Keith write this or Mick?
Mick definitely wrote the words.
Under my thumb, the girl who once had me down. Under my thumb, the girl who once pushed me around. It's down to me. The difference in the clothes she wears down to me. The change has come. She's under my thumb.
IFC, they had the double feature on, was it Sunday night?
Yeah.
They showed that movie Stoned. That was about Brian Jones, and then they showed Gimme Shelter, which is probably the most terrifying movie I've ever seen.
Call me when fucking Gimme Shelter runs. I go watch that fucking thing over and over for Keith's boots. All I'm watching that film is, man, Keith had great boots. They don't fucking make boots like that anymore.
They were all in the...
Who's fighting and what for?
At one point, they show them they're all in the editing room. They're watching footage, and they just pan across. It's like Charlie Watts, they're watching the screen. Bill Wyman watching the screen. Jagger watching the screen. And then they pan all the way across and down on the floor, and Keith's passed out.
He didn't give a fuck.
He's laying on the floor.
He didn't even know what happened. He was the only stone that showed any balls.
Yeah. And he was more proud of his red T-shirt. Remember, he bought like a cowboy T-shirt? You're like, you just wrote, he had just written Wild Horses. They were editing that in the room. And he's not proud about that song. He's proud about, I just bought this cowboy T-shirt.
Why wouldn't he be? Who did he bring out on? He was just at the Hall of Fame the other day.
He did the Ronettes.
Oh, and he's going like, no one thought we'd still be alive. I'm Ronnie. He loves the fact.
I just love that alcohol, cigarette, lace, like, ha, 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 that whole crazy laugh.
But you know what the weird thing is, like, he's kept his chick for a long time.
Yeah, he's always Patty Hansen? They've been together for like 25 years.
Yeah, I know.
And before that, when everyone says he stole Anita Pallenberg, they were together for 15 years and had a couple of kids, so it wasn't like he was, Mick, who basically screwed everything that moved.
Right.
Including David Bowie.
So what? That's fucking hearsay. That's conjecture and hearsay.
It's a little bit weird.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I was taking just a little couple points off.
First of all, I don't even think it even fucking happened.
You don't think so?
No, why would it? That'd be like fucking suddenly hearing that you slept with E-Rock.
I have heard that one.
I mean, if they're gonna fuck someone, it's not gonna be from another show. It's just too stupid. Now she's eating a giant fucking sandwich, sitting outside, just having the time of her life. I don't even know what the. Hey, Shane, you're on running Fez.
I was going to say one of the greatest summer bands has got to be 311.
Whatever happened to 311? Where did they disappear to?
I wish I knew.
No,
they were fucking big for a little while.
Yes, they were.
What was that song? Down was like the really big song.
That was a great song. They had a bunch of songs. They were a really good band. I don't know what's going on with them.
No, but like
what's wrong with anyone? You know, a lot of these guys, it must fucking weird them out. Yeah, we're going to take a little time off before our next album. Time to make the next album. Oh, no, you're not. What? Our last album sold. I know. Things have changed.
Well, it seems maybe 311 got caught up where, like, people stopped listening to the rap rock thing.
Yeah.
But 311 was kind of out before that.
Here's the problem with 311.
Yeah.
It sounds too much like 9/11. No one wants to fucking think about that right now.
Yeah. Also, 311, KKK. They got in trouble for that. But they swore they didn't mean it like that.
That's the way I meant it.
Who gave them trouble over it?
They did.
The
blacks.
NAACP.
The blacks weren't going to be fucking buying their records anyway. The blacks did not care.
No, but I think 311 got caught up in all the jam bands like Blues Traveler and Spin Doctors and...
Well, I didn't see them like that.
I didn't see them that way either.
No, but they just got all lumped in together, whether they were the same or not. So maybe that's what happened, and then those bands fell off.
And then what happened, Earl? Give me the history of rock. Explain to me the history of rock. Brian, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, first of all, driving through the Pocono Mountains, maybe you should come on out here and relax a couple of days and pull a bender. You might feel a little bit better, man.
You know what? I keep seeing these cheap houses in the Poconos. I'm like, maybe I need a fucking Poconos house. Just to get out
there.
there.
Condo for the weekend.
You know what? Honestly, you may have something to that.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, when I went down to North Carolina, I actually felt refreshed.
Felt like a different person, right?
I did. I felt very refreshed. And I felt like maybe I do need to get out of the city.
Was it great to get away from Fez? Just
yeah.
like to know Fez is nowhere near you?
That was part of it.
That was part of what made you feel refreshed?
Yeah, a little bit. But also just the buildings and stuff. Even if I took like a train back down to Jersey every so often, I might start doing that.
Why don't you go and see your mom in your old room?
Yeah.
There's no walls, so...
I don't want to do that, really.
All right, Earl, what else will you teach us about rock?
What, the big fault? The big...
Give me... start with A and work your way all the way through. You're a man that's a little too obsessed with the rock. You know that, don't you, Earl?
Well, I love the music. I love what's
you
left
love the nightlife.
What's left of the culture. I mean, it's not rock and roll's not the dominating entertainment culture anymore, but I still like it.
You started that, didn't you, hip hop? You fucking made sure that didn't go down.
No, well, the rock guys stopped acting like rock stars. You know what I mean?
Who was the last rock star?
Bono. I mean, I think U2 was like the last really big rock band where they embraced it, they ran with it, they had fun with it.
You know, Brian, Jonestown, they fucking tried to embrace it, Earl. You wouldn't let them in. That's your problem.
Well, they kind of imploded on their own. They had fights within their own band.
So what? That's rock star stuff.
You know, but
Stones used to punch the shit out of each other.
No, but bands like Pearl Jam and
Pearl Jam killed rock.
They were given the mantle and they wouldn't take it. They refused it. I mean, that was kind of the downfall.
Hey, did you see Vedder was somewhere down in the village singing with some band the other night?
Yeah, he was singing with Tim Robbins' son's band.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Tim Robbins' son, and Susan Sarandon's obviously, was like 14 years old, got into some little bar, and they were playing, and then Eddie went up and sang for like 3 or 4 songs. And then Tim Robbins and Eddie met later with Sean Penn for drinks.
What are you, fucking Cindy Adams?
Wow, that was a lot.
That was way more information I thought I'd be getting on that.
Right.
And then was later caught canoodling.
So how do you know all this stuff?
I got spies. I mean, the board gossip people help me out.
God, it's amazing.
Not just with message boards.
Hey, Josh, you're on a Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to throw out a little information for you that 311 put out an album last year, Don't Trend on Me. Not bad, not the same as their old stuff.
Yeah.
But
Went over about as big as Zebra Head.
Or Zebra.
Oh, why would you all the way back to Zebra? What part of Long Island you from? Here's Dino, you're on a Fez.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
I got a question, Ronnie. I want to see if there's any truth to this. I heard somewhere that Grant Parsons actually wrote Wild Horses. You ever hear anything about that?
I don't think he did. I mean, he might have, he did hang out with those guys. But didn't Mick wrote that about Marianne Faithfull when she was in the coma, right?
I don't know.
Not Marianne Faithfull, the other one.
Keith wrote.
Actually look into it, so.
They said Keith wrote the bulk of the lyrics about his son because they were about to go away on another tour.
I thought it had to go with one of their chicks that was in a coma.
Because I know Keith wrote the bulk of the lyrics, and as opposed to Mick, who always wrote the bulk of the lyrics.
In that biography, they say Keith was responsible. That I think what Old Gods Must Die or whatever it was called. They say it was Keith who wrote.
And
most
then
of
what?
that.
He met up later with Sean Penn at a bodega in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
How do you know so much?
Spies.
Spies like us?
No, nothing to do with Chevy Chase or Aykroyd.
That really bad McCartney song.
Every fucking McCartney song is bad.
Bullshit.
Play Spies Like Us while we're playing great
on
music.
the Run. Why do you guys always have to bring up the same songs?
We never said Spies Like Us.
He always brings up...
Play Ballroom Dancing then, the Big BD.
This is bullshit. You guys never
Ballroom Dancing.
Fuck this. You never bring up Band on the Run. The best.
We played that when you were high one day, and you were, oh my God! How do you fucking say that when Pink Floyd was making their albums? You yell, oh God!
It's got a nice beat to it.
Some bad 80s drums.
It's fucking beat me to death. Seriously, this might push me into killing myself.
Come on, it's funky. Listen to that groove.
All they can do is then rhyme guys like us.
Just stop it, Fitzy. It's killing me.
I mean, I'm not saying he has never wrote a great song, but he's written, last 25 years, he's been more bad than good.
25 years. How about 45?
Flaming Pie songs on it.
Eric, you're on a Fez. Flaming Pie is what he is. Flaming guy.
Is anybody going to say Dave Grohl's not a rock star?
How can you say Dave Grohl's not a rock star, Earl?
Okay, that's my bad. Foo Fighters might be the best band of the last 15 years. Period.
It's not just Foo Fighters. He plays with 4 different bands.
Yeah, why even limit it? The guy plays all over fucking town.
Foo Fighters are good. They're not the best.
But haven't they been consistent, though? All the records haven't been... I mean, they haven't made a bad record.
I love that last live thing that you gave me.
Yeah, with the orchestra and the acoustic stuff. I mean, they're always consistent.
What about the Strokes?
They made the same record 3 times.
You love the Little Stones. Why don't they just call themselves the Little Stones?
Pebbles.
They rule.
What were we talking about? I can't even remember.
Why lead singers are pussies?
Paul McCartney being a pussy. Play me Ballroom Dancing by him.
Yeah, had to choose it, huh? You guys couldn't let it go.
What about
Seriously.
I was in the...
You know what?
He's a knight.
I saw his... What's her name? His wife that he just left?
Heather Mills.
She left him. She says she cannot compete against cock. She goes, Paul McCartney has a love for cock like all Englishmen.
I doubt that's true. He's very loyal. He's a
He followed her everywhere. She said it was scary. Getting some out of the cupboard, are we, love? Another spot of tea for you, then. She said it was like having a fucking ghost attached to you. She could not wipe her own ass.
He's caring. He needs to know what she's doing.
It's Mrs. Doubtfire.
My God, he's attentive.
She's in the shower.
Her husband should be like
he just
that.
pokes his head through and just goes, don't miss the pits there, love.
That is him.
He's not like that.
Just said on the toilet, little piddle then, is it? Having a wee bit of piddle.
No. Come on.
What a fucking hideous man.
He loves her. Or used to. Oh.
What are you fucking playing this for? What's wrong with you, Pitsy?
We don't have ballroom dancing.
Then why would you fucking go play his one hit? Which really does. You know what? I'm going to give you the beginning of the song, but it makes you embarrassed by the end of it.
Oh, no way.
Here's number. You're on Fez.
Hey, man, number one rep from Canada. I got a great summer band up here called the Tragically Hip.
I love Tragically Hip.
We don't ever hear Americans talking about the guys. I love them, man. It means everything
What's
about
that fucking one that they talk about the Elvis thing? I used to fucking play that all the time.
Oh,
Something
okay.
Blow. You know what? Hey, number one Canadian fan.
You bet.
What's this song? It's Something Blow. You know what I'm saying? He talks about Elvis movie in there. Out at the Speedway. Damn, I love that song. All right, hold on. You know
what? Me right now, man, but he's
It's
a great
Blow and High
songwriter.
Dough.
What is it called? Blow to what?
Blow
He's a
and
great
High
songwriter,
Dough.
man.
All right, put this song
Blow
on.
and High Dough. That's it.
Thank you very much. I got to go back to my main man, Pepper Hicks. Fucking love that tune. Our buddy Greg loves those guys. They're going to be playing in the Village soon. He wants to come into our show when he goes to see him, and we're going to be on vacation that week.
Really?
I'm fucking so pissed off. We haven't seen him in years.
Greg from Buffalo rocks.
I know. He's going to get you bats.
We don't have that.
How the fuck can we not have it?
It's duet.
You know what, Earl? Get back in your hellhole. You get in that fucking hellhole of yours. How can we not have songs? I was always told every song in the history of the world is in there.
Not true. It's simply not true.
Fuck. Here's Brad. Brad, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Earl, what about Radiohead? Talking about rockers the past 15 years.
Yeah, but they're not rock stars. Earl's talking about the bigger-than-life thing.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys go walk off the stage and through the audience and no one recognizes them.
You gotta be drinking, boozing.
Right. You gotta be
chasing
living
skirt.
like Keith.
Yeah. And yeah, according to those rules, then Pearl Jam wouldn't qualify. Strokes would qualify.
But don't act like Guns N' Roses were not fucking rock stars in the late 80s. They were fucking off the hook, ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, they were a fucking soap opera.
Even all the way up until 93, I think GNR represented rock stars really well.
That's a little far from me.
Really?
Johnny, you're on Fez.
How about Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, they act like rock stars. I'll give them that.
They're a little boring for me.
Lately, you know, they got to you. By the way, I was down in the Village, and their fucking lead singer came walking by. He's the tiniest little man. He's the fuck. It looks like you got to the bottom of the Russian dolls, and there he is, just fucking coming right by. All right, is this the Tragically Hip?
Yes.
Thank you, Earl. Listen to this fucking song.
They shot a movie once in my hometown. Everybody was in it for miles around. Out at the Speedway, some kind of Elvis thing. Well, I ain't no movie star, but I can get behind anything. Yeah, I can get behind anything. Get it out, get it all out. Yeah, stretch that thing. Make it last, least in the south of that rain. Well,
Now I'm starting to hate them. But there for a second, I liked them. They're incredibly big in Canada.
Yeah, I know.
And, you know, you come over here and it's like Our Lady Peace. How big is Our Lady Peace in Canada? They gigantic? Earl, you gotta have a mic on.
Yeah.
Fez hates you. You can't keep your mic on.
No, it's funny. Like those types of bands, they'll play like the Sky Dome, you know, in front of like 80,000 people.
Right.
And they come here and they play, was that Irving Plaza, which
Yeah.
is like a couple of hundred, which for some, and the bands, they love it. They said, you know, they like to play the smaller places.
Yeah, I would like to make less money. I'm the same way. I want to get down to where I'm just playing to one person. That would make me so happy. It's a fucking great song.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, Zippy, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
The Tragically Hip is the most incredible live act that you're going to see. The unbelievable frontman named Gord Downey, just hypnotizing lead singer.
What are you jacking off to him? Stop with that fucking talk. Seriously, I can't be hypnotized by a man. That's fucking ridiculous thing to say.
They used to say that about Axl. They used to say his reptilian dance moves were hypnotizing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what you do then? Have a thumb up your ass? Don't happen for me.
Just saying what was on VH1's Behind the Music.
Oh, then that's real. And then things turn dark. Is this a monitor of our place? The SWAT team? They come in our building?
Don't look at that.
I believe that's Miami Beach.
I think we should turn the channel.
I'm fucking seriously getting weirded out.
All right, let's maybe go to a different channel.
I almost called you about 4 o'clock in the morning, Dave, just to see what you're up to.
You have carte blanche. I would love
Carte
to.
blanche. You have a brand new word.
I would enjoy a phone call like that.
Here's Tim. Tim, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
How about the only band out there still living the rock life, Velvet Revolver, Scott Weiland and Slash? Come on.
Please stop.
They're pretty good.
We went and saw them at fucking Hard Rock Johnny's, watching a cover band.
Really?
Yeah. And you just they're not where they should be. They should be with their fucking bands playing big things.
Yeah.
Not doing bar gigs.
Yeah, I saw them at Roseland. I thought they rocked. You know, they played a couple GNR, a couple STP.
That was fucking exciting. That was the best parts of the night.
Yeah, but I want to see STP again. I want to see the original lineup, not this shadow Guns N' Roses band.
I agree.
Like, you want to see Axl and Izzy and Duff. Well, what's the one that's just Steven Adler, the drummer?
Steven Adler ain't never coming back.
Prop him up, fucking Brian Wilson style.
He is Skeletor, officially.
Does he really look bad?
Yeah, he had a stroke because of the coke. Like he went.
God, what if I'm having a stroke? Doesn't it fucking feel like it?
No.
Fez, what happened to your heart attack earlier?
It went away for a while, and now it's back. Now the pain is back.
Made up?
No, not made up. And
Did you have a rough morning or a good morning with your new therapist?
I had a rough morning. I mean, I think constructively it was a good morning, but it was rough going through it. Yeah, so I'll say rough morning.
What happened?
Well, it was...
By the way, Fez has been turned down for therapists, so then I found this thing. They have what, like teams of therapists?
Yeah, it's like 100 therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists all on staff.
You need that many people to deal with you.
So what you do is you go through a 3-session screening process, and then they hook you up with the right person on their staff that they think can help you. So today was the first session.
Who did you talk to today?
Receptionist? I talked to the receptionist, and then I talked to a therapist for over an hour.
Guy or girl?
A woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I went over my time even. I was supposed to be in there for an hour. I went an hour 10.
Sure, I bet. You throw her a little extra money? Here's an extra 40. I know, this got crazy. All right, so what happened?
So it was just, I was really nervous about going in there. I was like thinking of backing out and just not showing up. And I kind of did the thing where I walked back and forth in front of the place, you know, like 4 times.
How come?
It was just, I was afraid the same thing was going to happen again. Like the last time when the therapist said, I can't help you, please leave. And so I was worried about all those things that could happen. Then I went inside, and they have the world's tiniest elevators, and everybody in the world trying to get on them. I asked the guy, the doorman, I said, can I use the stairs? And he told me no, because the floor doesn't open, the floor...
What floor are they on?
4th.
Now, you would think to yourself, all right, it's fucking therapists, they're dealing with people. A lot of claustrophobic people must be going there.
Yeah, I mean,
way worse than you.
Yeah, and these are really tiny elevators. If I was on it by myself, I would have been fine.
Yeah.
But I had to wait 2 elevator cycles before I felt, okay, there's a few enough people climbing on this thing.
How many people were getting in?
There was 8 to 10 people climbing in this thing.
All right, compared to our elevators, how big are they?
It was probably, I would say, 2/3 of what our elevator is.
It's crazy.
So even
Because
small...
I think our elevators are small here. Now, the
Yeah.
ones over at Free FM are gigantic, and you get to ride them alone. That's like taking a fucking room up. It's very nice. Very relaxing.
So that was brutal. I was like, and of course, someone has to hit the second floor and the third floor.
Yeah, I hate that.
As I'm trying to get to fourth. And so I got in there, and I sat down. The lady was really nice. She was a really nice therapist. I really appreciated her. But she was like, what brings you here? And we kind of she started going through symptoms. Do you have this? Do you have that? Because she had to do a whole history on me for this first session. And the more I talked about what I was experiencing, the panic kind of kicked in, and I went from having a panic attack in there.
So what do you mean by panic attack? You just start shaking,
Shaking, couldn't breathe, really. I mean, and then the room I was in was pretty small, too. It was a really small office.
All right, so while you're trying to see if these people take you on, you just start to fucking go into full Fez mode.
Oh, they got the whole frickin' show, is what it was. So I kind of went in that, and she's like, are you feeling like you want to leave now? And I'm like, yes. Like, I want to bolt out of this room. Yeah. So we kind of got through that, and then it just then came the meltdown afterwards. It's like she talked me down from the panic attack, and then came the meltdown of this is sort of thing that's going on every day. And we just went from there.
All right, so here's what I think, though. A good idea. Let her see the full crazy show. Give her the whole show up front.
Right.
This is what you're going to be getting. Like a trailer. You gave her the Fez Whatley coming attraction for the summer of 2007. All the crazy scenes, one after another. Personally, without even hearing any more, I think you did the right thing. Let her get a good look at you.
Right. Well,
you went into full panic, into tears.
Right.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean, and she seemed fine with that, She was telling me it was okay.
She sold dollar signs. I'd be ecstatic if I was a therapist to have you walk in. I would literally call home and say, guess what? We're going to send the kids to an Ivy League school.
So, and then we went through like a brief history and then a family history. And, so it was one of those just get to know you sessions.
But your family history is, that had to make you cry too. When you think about the tons of insanity in your family.
It wasn't helpful. It wasn't. There was a couple times where
you're like the child of the other sister.
So, yeah, it just took a while to get through everything.
Good.
And, and I was just putting everything out there, that I could think of. Because, went through family history, then I went through the anxiety of the heart attack, and she's like, can you remember that day you had the heart attack? And I'm like, this is all I need. That's all I can remember is the day of the heart attack.
Give him 2 drinks. See if you don't hear every fucking detail of the heart attack day. I'm glad you gave her the Fez Whatley movie trailer, though, really.
Yeah.
In a world where men scream, sweat, and cry, Fez Whatley is Fez Whatley in. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I felt kind of relieved once I was done there, but the whole process of it was pretty exhausting and pretty upsetting.
Well, that's the work.
Yeah.
That's the work you're going to be doing.
Yeah. So, but at one point she goes, we really have to wrap this up. You're 10 minutes over.
I need someone else to cry here. Hey, did she give you like a tissue? Or did you cry into your sleeve?
I got a whole box handed to me.
Oh, yeah. They're used to say that's good. They're used to the crying.
Yeah.
Were you sitting up or laying down?
I was sitting up. There wasn't really room for a couch in there.
Everything's tiny at this place, huh?
Yeah, because the place...
Oh, does it sound like a John Malkovich? It's a fucking tiny little thing. You have to get off at the 9.5 floor.
I mean, it's a big place, all together, but there's so many people working there.
Were you surprised you had the attack in front of her? Because you would think, I'm focused, I'm in a safe place, this isn't where I'm going to let go.
Right, yeah. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it was such a crowded subway on the way there. Again, 2 trains to get there. Took forever, it felt like, to actually find the place.
You need to move to a horse farm. That's where you need to... a little space for yourself.
Less crowdedness.
Yeah.
From people just crunching up against you. Elevators, subways. So I've kind of felt about, I figured this is one of those sessions where I give them, my name, my insurance,
Right.
I wasn't expecting so much coming out of me in the first time out.
But I've seen you crack up doing that before.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, it was... Well, she calmed me down, and, she was even doing the thing. She goes, you're in the safest place you could be, right? You have all the help in the world here.
You're with the Tiny Toons. You're down here. Look, I'm going to move you into even a smaller room where you can be by yourself.
That wouldn't have helped.
Maybe the small room's that's
Trigger.
Intentional.
Yeah, to make you fucking feel crazy.
Yeah, but then the quicker the better. The more crazier you feel right off the bat, the faster
I do think
recovering.
that's... No, I agree with you, too. Because now you go... Because they're like, I wonder who the real person he's hiding. Sometimes some fuckers, it takes them years. This guy, he comes in there completely bananas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just off the rail.
He comes in, he's spinning fucking pie plates, he's on the unicycle. Let him get a good look what they're going to be dealing with.
Yeah, I didn't feel so bad after it happened, because, that's why I was on the verge of that with the last one.
Was going crazy?
Yeah, especially when she told me I can't help you. So I almost lost it there.
But you know what? Now that you got a little hindsight, if she doesn't do that, if she wastes your time, then you don't find this other great place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So you got to start acting like some of these things aren't setbacks, but, helping you get ahead by not letting you go down the wrong trail.
Yeah, I put you down for how did you hear about us?
Thank you very much. Why don't you just tell her this? The only real reason I even...
And I was kind of giving, the subway, how it happens on the subway sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, and your elevator didn't help matters any. Just kind of letting her know something needs to be done about that elevator situation.
Did she know that? Was she aware?
She goes, yeah. She goes, I don't understand it. This is the worst elevator for this kind of place.
Yeah. All they got to do is open up that door. Let the people who want to... 4 floors is not that high for the people who'd rather walk.
Right, so it's one of those things where I could take the stairs back down, but it doesn't open from the stairwell.
All they need to do is prop it open.
Yeah.
You know what they probably don't want is you guys escaping.
Maybe that's it. Or getting in unannounced.
Yeah. Oh, you will see me. You will see me right now.
That's probably illegal. What if there's a fire? You should sue
Look at our
her.
fucking Free FM. That freaks me out. We can't open it up for a fire.
Yeah.
Earl still won't get on top of that. Hey, did you call the Nets back this morning?
I left them a message.
Yeah. The Nets called me yesterday.
What? For what?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I believe they need an outside shooter and a guy who's not afraid to shoot at his own basket.
We do. We really do.
Seriously, I will fucking drive the ball and score against the Nets as long as it helps me. Would those points be accounted to me, Earl?
Of course they would.
Because they will not give me the sacks in football that I did before the snap. And that frustrates me to no end.
That's not part of the game.
So what part made you start crying? Thinking about what a good friend I am for you?
Yeah, that will.
Did you bring me up at all other than in the paper?
Yeah, just a couple times. All in a good way.
What did you say? Because I'll fucking go down there and read those papers.
Do not read those papers.
He just doesn't stop.
Just how supportive.
Yeah.
And how nice and how lucky I am.
Really?
Yeah,
Did
totally.
you say that?
Yeah, totally.
Why are you laughing? You don't believe him? You don't believe him, Dave?
No, it sounds very nice.
She asked about family and friends and
He
relationships.
thinks that you fucking said something worse.
You had to have.
Why would I say anything worse?
It just seems like it would come up, maybe some... hey.
What bad thing would I have to say about someone that's nothing but watch out for me?
No, I hear you.
Years.
I totally hear you. But, it seems likely that...
I'm glad you don't have a fucking therapist, you prick. I'll fucking stab you if you go to one and start fucking yapping. I think he's dealing out of that. He's got wads of cash. There's a guy named Spanish Johnny who comes in 3 times a day.
Hey.
Did you let her know that therapists, you could make it the rapist?
No, I wasn't going to bring that up in her very tight-quartered office.
I bring it up to every therapist. You realize it could also be the rapist. Just like Joey Fatone could be Joey Fat One. Everyone's got to put up with these things.
So next week is session number 2. She goes, that's more like a doctor's visit. That's where you will meet with the psychiatrist.
All right. I know you want drugs, and if drugs get you numb, I'm okay with it. I worry about the weirdness, though.
I brought all that up with her because she wanted to know a drug history.
Yeah, your drug history is almost as intensive as mine and not as fun.
Oh, yeah, none of the joy.
Yeah.
So I went through everything, and so I'm like, I really don't want to deal with pills. And she just did the thing of, it's your choice. Let the psychiatrist say what he thinks. Keep an open mind to it. No one's going to force pills down your throat if you don't want them.
That cowbell annoying you is fucking Earl over there playing with the clacker. You believe her?
So distracted that you're playing with blocks over there?
And he's been chewing Tums. This is actually on the radio. And yet he's going... That's the sound, people, if you hear a horse.
This could be our group therapy, right?
Would you prefer I projectile vomit on you, Dave, as opposed to...
He says he doesn't need therapy.
Yeah. You're fucking nutty as a fruitcake.
If he can muster up throw up, I will gladly get thrown up right now.
Here's the three things. You, Fez, you go without saying. I don't sleep. Earl's got crazy fucking stomach and faints. And Dave made up a fake girlfriend and says that he goes and sees her and that he can somehow see her on the computer.
She's real.
She isn't.
She does exist. This one exists, unlike some others. That's all I'll say about that.
Now go back to the laughing. Why were you laughing when he said good things about me to his therapist? Did you not believe?
No, I thought maybe
because she was asking, "Are you alone all the time?"
Just picturing what he was saying was funny to me. Sitting on a couch saying, "Rod's so great." I don't know why. It made me laugh. And then I couldn't believe that, not like, something maybe negative. I mean, not saying that Ron is a bad person.
That's going to come out. But I love this guy like his sister.
Right.
But of course I'm a fucking terrible person. I make everybody unhappy. That's not the point. But he knows I'm loyal to him.
Right.
As unhappy as I make him, I'm still here for him.
Yeah. So that kind of made me laugh,
but like,
too.
when people go, do you have a family? Like, doesn't you look like Beanie? You could say a lot of nice things about Beanie, but I'm sure she does things that make you crazy.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
And she was asking about friends, not enemies. Do you have mortal enemies you'd like to tell me about?
That would be Mikey D. Ron's going to call him for me after the show today. But, by the way, Fez, you should bring up to them, I honestly think you would do well in group therapy, too.
Yeah.
Because... then you see how other people discuss problems, which I don't think you're always aware of. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Sometimes you think that you're unique with your problems. And then, two, you get to be supportive.
Right.
Which you don't have a lot of chances to do in your life, to support other people, because you pick this kind of lonely life. And you hate pets and you hate kids and, So this would be a chance for you to go, like, in the group, Dave, you said you wanted to work on this. How's that coming along? All right, Dave, you can let me do it tonight. Just to be part of something like that. And maybe even to feel superior to the other fucking nitwits.
Yeah, I saw, when I walked in the lobby, I saw some things for, like, group sign-up things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that looks interesting.
It would be good for you because, number one, you're going to be making more money than anyone else in the group.
Right.
The money always comes up. That's always fucking great. And then you get to do that. I guess I can relate to you. I don't know.
The only thing I did was I kind of lowballed her when they asked how much money I made.
Why?
Because I didn't want to get into a thing of like, all right, you make too much money to be here.
Why would they that's crazy talk.
Because I know some people, they let just pay whatever they can.
Well, you could go high and take care of those people.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
They need some high fucking people.
But I was just so...
You know what? This is good. You can bring that up later. You can go, you know what? I feel bad about this.
Yeah. It was the only thing I lied about.
That's good. It's always good to give one lie. Like in a relationship, always tell one lie.
But I just didn't... I was just still at that point where it's like, they're going to show me the door.
Like women, I think you should always tell at least one lie, and then later you can go, you know what? I lied about this. I like to have my pilot's license. I like to put that out front. And then later, I'll go like this. I don't know, we can't go to the Bahamas this weekend. I don't fly. And I get somebody to be in group with you. Hey, Pyle, you're on the air with your group, Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, I was just going to say,
pal.
I actually go to therapy myself. Kane hates that. Like, But when I wanted to tell you, we made reservations to come up on. We're coming up the 1st and 2nd to hang out with you guys.
1st and 2nd of April?
No, of May.
Of May. All right, Earl will talk to you about all that. He'll work out our schedule, okay?
Yeah, and I was going to say is Fez and I could have group therapy together.
Well, that's 3 of you if Kane comes.
Yeah, you got a group going yourself there.
Now,
yeah, Kane will be with us.
You hear voices, Fez. You ever hear voices?
I don't hear voices.
Dave?
Sometimes, yeah.
Earl?
Never hear voices.
Pitsy, how about you? You ever hear voices in your head?
Sometimes.
What do they say to you?
Send those text messages, you know. It depends how much I drink, and then I really do hear voices.
So you honestly think somebody's making you bad? It could be the devil.
Yeah, totally.
Really, Geraldine?
And you only hear Kane, or do you have other voices, Pyle?
Actually, recently, I up until this point, I recently heard just Kane, but you know who came into the picture recently? Who now I hear 2 voices.
Kurt Angle?
And no, Michael Myers from Halloween.
All right, so Mike Myers. No, it's not Mike Myers from Saturday Night Live?
No,
Wayne's World?
No, from the horror movie.
Try to get Mike Myers from Saturday Night Live to be one of your personalities. You all right,
well,
Fezzy?
no, I didn't.
It just hurts.
But it's funny, though. I was telling my psychiatrist, and she was she wouldn't give me any more medicine. I said, look, you don't hear her voice, do you? And then she didn't say anything.
Good one. You're very witty.
Yeah.
Even though you have these problems, you always come up with the right thing to say.
I mean,
Pyle,
it's
do
good
me
to
a
have-
favor.
it-
Tell your therapist how nice I am. Fez does that for me.
Actually, you guys are better therapy than that cunt. So, you know.
Wow, is this Kane?
Yeah, that's Kane.
Yeah, this is Kane now.
Oh, yeah, I can tell by the language.
But yeah, see, I'd like to. Pyle is kind of conservative, and I like to kind of lay it out. But I'll try and hold back from.
Here's the voices I hear in my head.
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks a fat
This was playing in the lobby today.
Was it really? That would be the funniest thing. Now, let me play the part of your therapist. Fez, what brings you here today?
Anxiety.
What? Tell me what that feels like for you. What happens?
Just a really anxious feeling I have. Doesn't go away.
Is that what it really was? Your anxiety never goes away, Fez?
It's now to the point where it's pretty much 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you tell her that this is your big birthday week, so you got a lot of fights going?
I didn't get into that. But I always, because you have to fill in today's date when you're filling out your paperwork, and then birth date isn't too far behind, so I just kind of write that in bigger numbers so that they'll say, hey, someone's having a birthday. It didn't work this time.
I am going to work with you, Fez.
Yes.
And you have got to promise you are going to be here every single session.
You got it.
And always show up ready to work.
Oh, sure.
And I really want to count on you.
Really?
Really count on you.
Really?
Yeah. Now, let's get this thing started now. Let's start our therapy session.
It's cock time!
Well, not exactly. I don't want to call it that. But I do want to work on your mind and your spirit.
Don't forget my balls.
I don't know if you need to. But mainly, we will work on your mind and your spirit.
Ah, you remembered my balls.
I really... not going to do that. What's been bothering you? You said you've been anxious.
Boy, howdy, my asshole hurts.
Is that where it... is there anything that you like to do? Anything that makes you feel better?
I like tickling the balls.
And anything that bothers you the most?
Why does my back smell like chlorine?
We're going to get to that. We really will. All right, I think we're just about done here.
I've pissed my pants, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
I guess you're right. All right, you're back out on the street.
It's cock time.
Bye-bye, Fez.
That was a good session.
Send her that tape and say, this is how we want it to go.
This is what we did on the air.
Yeah. Pyle.
Yeah. That was a good session.
Thank you. Friday is Fez's birthday, and we're trying to make him not feel like he's retarded. We wanted to have some of his retarded friends call that day. So why don't you call us back on Friday and have Kane sing a song for us?
Okay, what song? Just a happy birthday song? Or?
Yeah, but from Kane.
Okay, I'll have Kane be ready to sing it for Fez, cause and then but when I come up, like I said, is I want to treat you and Fez to dinner.
Where'd you get the money?
You remember we got the inheritance.
Yeah, but nobody's going to come and complain and say I took money off a crazy person, right?
Right.
Okay.
No. It's my money.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And have Mike Myers come along.
Yeah, I'll bring him. He's kind of he doesn't come out that often, so it's mainly he just is he likes to interact with Kane.
Here is Jason. You're on Fez.
Man, I've got two things I want to say. First off, Michael Myers doesn't even talk. All right, and number two, Fez, man, you shouldn't have to pay somebody to listen to you talk, man. That's what friends and family are for. Ronnie, you got to be there for him, man. Just open ear.
Well, we've done all that. It does not seem to always help you, right, Fez? I mean, you think you need more.
Yeah, I just need some more guidance.
I know not everybody, some people are afraid of therapy, but I think, you're probably now going to have a place where, you can go and maybe some of this stuff will feel better for you. He doesn't have to be perfect, just better would be great.
Yeah, I felt so much better about the place leaving than when I went in.
You cried already over it. You're like a dog pissing. You went and made your fucking area.
Then I got nervous that people in other little rooms could hear me crying,
It's New York. I hear a lady coming in today. Yeah, Sam with his friend going like this. You're so stupid. You're just stupid. I'm thinking to myself, that's your friend who can talk to you like this on the street?
Have you seen the little happy lady who talks like a baby in this building? She doesn't work in this office. But, if you're waiting for the elevator downstairs and it comes and you're waiting with her, she'll start to clap and go, yay! For the elevator.
That might be your fucking symptoms.
That's my cane.
Something you're saying there, Tyler Durden. Ryan, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ron? What's up, Fez?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys talking about going to group therapy. Fez, I've been to group therapy. You know what it makes you realize?
What's that?
It makes you realize that your life isn't as fucked up as the people you go and see.
Well, that was a big part of it. I think that would help Fez to be the person rather than getting the attention and, what's wrong? Then Fez, for the first time in his life, could see what it's like to help another.
Some empathy in my life would not hurt at all in any area.
So if you think helping others would help you, could you maybe give away some of your money to people?
Somebody could use it, like Fez. Like Dave.
Like me, maybe if you could give me $5,000, I really could use it.
I don't know if that would help me. I don't see how in the world.
You're being empathetic.
I mean, I know it's helping you. I understand that.
But you're being empathetic to my financial plight.
Let's baby step this thing.
Okay.
What about you stop stealing my sleep, you prick?
I haven't taken your sleep.
Then GVAC has it.
All I have is my own.
Oh, did you hear this thing? Mikey Boy is going to marry Happy Typing Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
He has a wife already, though.
She doesn't post.
Oh, I see.
Those two are going to be happy together.
Imagine me and you and me. So, Pyle.
Yeah.
We will talk to you on Friday then, okay?
I will definitely call you for Fez's birthday on Friday, and you guys aren't going on vacation that first week of May, though, right?
I will have Earl. When's our vacation week?
I believe it's last week in April.
Will we be there for the first week of May when he comes in?
No, we won't.
Well, then that's what he's looking for. Why am I fucking pulling teeth with you?
We have 2 weeks off, last week of April, first week of May.
2 weeks both places?
So I may have to...
Why not?
Just one.
It's crazy.
Then I may have to change it to the middle of May or
That's why I want Earl to talk to you off the air, okay? I want you to come here on a time that it's good for you.
Okay, and I'll call in Friday.
All right, talk to you on Friday.
Okay, nice talking, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Earl, why are you fucking hidden? You heard the kid bring up May at the beginning, right?
Yeah, I just needed to double check that. And I was.
Why double check? You have your little clipboard that has everything on it, right?
Yes, but I wasn't.
Where's the clipboard? Put it up in the air. What's written on? Look at the fucking other. Turn it around so I can see the pages. That's fucking despicable.
They're not clipped. Not one page was clipped. It is fucking clipboard.
Fucking pig pens.
No, I haven't had a chance to clear a couple of things out yet.
It takes less than 3 seconds.
I guarantee you didn't call the Nets back.
And yes, I did call the Nets back.
Normally when an organization calls you like this, they're going, yeah, we want to do a promotion, you can come out and see the game, as long as you mention it.
It's exciting as hell.
But your fucking guy has to, I should have gave you the fucking number.
Oh,
no, you know what? He took it off the door over there. And by the way, you haven't done anything with that office at Free FM.
Yes, because that some of the furniture there, that's not staying there. That's going to have to be
The
moved
walls.
out.
I need a little brightness on the walls.
We'll get that mural put up, yes.
Billy, you're on a Fez.
Hey, buddies. Just want to say, Fez, what if you're the reason that other people feel better about themselves because you're so crazy?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Because that way they're listening to my nut talk, and then they're feeling good, too.
A lot of cleavage today.
All right, so you're helping people.
Big cleavage day all the way around.
Thanks, Billy.
All girls are sporting.
That's good. It's warm out. You know?
Yeah, enjoy a little bit.
Come on.
What's the high today? It's like 70, right?
71.
Now, we still going to bounce back into cold weather? Are we bouncing back and forth, or is this it? Are we on with warm weather?
Well, March is just so unpredictable, but...
it's very predictable. It comes in like a lion and it goes out like a lamb.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. But the 4-day forecast has us in the late 60s and then some highs in the early 70s. But make sure you wear a sweater at night because it will get chilly, lows down to about the upper 30s.
But why wouldn't it? This would be the greatest thing ever. When they say, all right, tomorrow's high is 67 or whatever, play a song from 67. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then I'll be going down to the 50s at night. Play a song from the 50s.
Okay.
And, like, musically let people know what fucking temperature it is.
And then it's like a guessing game, too. You know?
Right.
Is it going to be 58 degrees or 57?
Tomorrow's going to be Wild Thing.
Oh, wait a second. What was that? 61?
Yeah, you got to listen to make sure you know which fucking version of Wild Thing you're listening to.
Yeah, we get a little cooler over the weekend in New York City, but then it's...
How cool is that?
Down to 50. So we go from 72
Patty
today.
Page.
Yeah.
Rocks and Patty Page. 50 is a high?
Yeah.
Fuck that, I'm in this weekend.
But
I can't play
wait
that
a
game.
second.
That's on Sunday.
Wait a second.
Sunday Bloody Sunday, just play anyway. If you don't know what's playing that year, just play Sunday Bloody Sunday for the day.
Then we get some showers and it starts to get a little warmer.
How warm?
Just staying in the higher 50s.
But the internet said we were going to get a high of 58 degrees today, and then I watched it on television and it said 71.
It was fucking higher than 58 when I was walking down the street.
I know. So I'm saying you can't always go by the internet.
You think?
I like the TV people the best. I think they're the most technologically qualified.
Mine is the beautiful people. That's who I listen to. The beautiful people. I'm fucking crazy right now from like sleep. Seriously, I'm nuts.
Maybe we should order some food.
I thought you were taking me out today.
Yeah. Oh, this will be on my dime too.
Why don't we go to Gordon Ramsay's?
That sounds good.
I went back there too.
Did you?
I had the most amazing fucking thing I've ever eaten in my life. It was some kind of a thing, right? It was some kind of... It's like Italian, but it was sushi. You know what I mean? Like, it was like the little Italian thing. There were literally weeds and flowers, raw, on top of this stuff.
Wow.
And it was the most amazing fucking food I've ever eaten in my life.
That place had the best tastes and flavors.
Small. They definitely give you the small portions. But
yeah. I went for the 4. I went for 4 fucking things.
Yeah.
Instead of what we did, which was the 3.
That's what I was thinking. If I was ever going to go back, I'd have to load up.
When you take us?
You want to take us today?
Thinking the burger joint. You know.
My lunch for 2 came to $158.
Burger joint, though? Yeah, I was going to...
Why do you want to take us out today? What's going on in your mind?
I want to break it up a little bit.
Because I don't sleep anymore? You feel sorry?
Yeah. I honestly was up all night thinking, how could I get him to sleep? And I think maybe if you stopped, let's just pamper you for a few days.
You know what? Fucking Fez has me thinking because I can't explain the things that bother me to anyone. I would need fucking... The only person that can understand me is John Travolta in that movie where he had like the little brain aneurysms. He would be, or maybe the kids from the last Mimsy. Maybe they know what I'm talking about right now.
You mean that John Travolta
phenomenon?
Banana.
Phenomenon.
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 Hey, Pulver.
Yeah.
What do you say?
What's up? Hey, well, I'm just talking about the fucking Dave was talking about the weather like how old it is. Is the late 60s, early 70s? What's he talking about?
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Dave, you're going to be excited about this. We've got Jason Kidd on with us right now.
Oh, yes.
Hey, how's it going, Dave? I wanted to know, can I use Monkey House as my warm-up music, please?
Wow. I mean, I was really saving that. But he is one of your favorite...
number 5.
Players of all time.
Yes, he is, baby. Mr. Point Guard.
House!
Captain.
How's he with his wife?
Things are settling down. That'll be a quick divorce.
Jason, enjoy the song.
When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers. When Monkey House rocks, he rocks the D-Sippers.
You believe how stupid we are just fucking trying to get D-Sippers on terrestrial radio? How quickly you fall back into that fucking stupid gimmick.
Here's the code they won't be able to crack.
I know, until they figure it out. Then you'll get a memo. We're no longer going to be able to say D-Sippers. The lawyers thinks that it's way too stupid.
Could stand for diet soda. D-Sippers.
It's a good one. Speaking of which, we ate diet sodas around here. Earl, you know where Fez and I yesterday went and had Boylan's? We were up Brooklyn Diner.
What, root beer or black cherry?
I did the root beer, Fez did black cherry. Nice guest, though. Very nice guest.
It's the absolute best.
That guy, I haven't seen him in years. He fucking treats me and Fez like we're kings when we go in there. Where's your friend? How are you?
Alexis, Brooklyn Diner.
I like anyone who feels like if they see me, where's Fez at? Immediately.
Well, at one point when I came in here, and I think it was Caprice downstairs, the doorman said, "Hi, guys," to just me.
He's called me Ron and Fez before. He has. He'll say, "Hello, Ron and Fez."
Well, it's like, do you see two people standing here? No, you don't.
Caprice also assumes that anything that's happened to you, Ron or Fez is responsible, because when I get my head shaved, he goes, "Which one was it? Was it Ron? Was it Fez? Who shaved your head?"
Yeah.
Neither.
Then he says to Fez one day, "You don't talk so much in the air." Fez was so fucking furious.
It was just the worst.
How do you get your name on the show? I go, just shut up, doorman. Just say hello to people as they come in to use the elevator. I mean, talk about the easiest job in the history of the world. Morning.
He yelled at me for using my cell phone in the lobby the other day. I never noticed that. And then he had to point at the sign with his big fist. No cell phone usage in the lobby of the building.
I use it all the time.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who cares?
They're crazy in this building with the cell phone usage. We're not supposed to use it outside our office door here. Like in those common areas where the elevator and the bathrooms are.
It is kind of rude because people are so loud on their cell phone. They think because they're on the phone, they're home.
Right, but in the lobby, there's no business being taken place
No,
there.
but what they're trying to say is we're trying to set up a certain atmosphere, a professional atmosphere. And you're coming in there, "Tell me again, Stan, what happened?"
But if you do it once every, 200 days...
No, I agree with you.
Then
he could have been cool about it.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the rule of acting like, guess what? This is a no fucking phone area.
Right, but I don't do the phone area.
You know, like, you ever watch an old movie and they'll, like, bring a guy a phone at his table, like his dinner table, and it seemed like a big deal?
Yeah.
Like, he's so rich, he's making phone calls from a restaurant.
And they bring it on a tray.
Ron and Fez Show.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. $866 Ron Zero Fez.
9 military officers. That includes 4 generals. They're going to face corrective action following for their involvement in the aftermath of Pat Tillman's death in Afghanistan.
Define corrective action.
Sounds like a slap on the wrist to me. For, trying to deceive his family, deceive an entire nation, making up bold-faced lies about how this man died. All the war on terror.
Well, I disagree. I don't think it was ordered to promote the war on terror. I think it was ordered to just promote the military itself and, create heroes for everybody. I don't think it had anything to do with the war on terror. I think it had a lot to do with, them getting money.
This just seems, to me, this is like one of the, out of all the bad things that have come out of this war in Iraq, and I know this one was Afghanistan, but besides weapons of mass destruction, this lie just really, really bothers me.
That's because you happen to know this one, because it's Pat Tillman.
Right.
How many other times that it happens and you don't know anything about it? Name another guy who died over there besides Pat Tillman.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's thousands and thousands, but you only know the name Pat Tillman because you know it going in.
Yeah. And then they did the same thing with Jessica Lynch, just making up some bullshit story of heroics that did not happen. And not that either Jessica Lynch or Pat Tillman weren't heroes, but just to just make the thing into a superhero comic book type thing, just shameful. Jeremy Piven, he got banned from Nobu Masatashisa's restaurant in Aspen, Colorado. That was after he, I guess, was acting up in there and left a DVD copy of the first season of Entourage as his tip.
Oh, what's that come down to, like $80?
Yeah, for a full season, I would think.
Not a bad little tip for anybody.
So I guess the bad tipper strikes and...
That's $80. I liked that the first season. I'm trying to sit here and remember. I can't remember the first episode of Entourage. I don't know what happened. I know this, though. There has been zero growth in the character since it started.
Yeah, so Entourage coming back, I guess, not a week from this weekend. That'll be coming up soon as those episodes restart. Serena Williams, she got heckled by a racist heckler at the Sony Ericsson Open in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy was removed after...
What did he say?
He screamed, "Hit the net like any Negro would." I guess he had been yelling stuff at her the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought you couldn't have any heckles at tennis.
I didn't think so.
I thought you weren't even allowed to cough at tennis.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I guess he had been heckling and then finally got removed on that line. Yeah, you can't...
It doesn't even make sense. His heckle, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What Negro hits a net? What's that even mean?
Yeah, it's totally illogical, and sounds like someone was just drunked up at the Sony Ericsson Open. Now, I guess you can't heckle in golf either. Everyone has to be really quiet there.
Yeah, can't heckle in golf. Can't heckle at chess.
Yeah. Although, that would be interesting if people did. You could whisper and still heckle at chess.
You can't heckle at billiards either.
No heckling at billiards?
No. I tried. I saw the Black Widow play in Atlantic City.
Nice.
And I was tried to root for her, and I was told if I didn't shut up, I'd be escorted out.
What'd you do?
I stopped. I kept my mouth shut. I wanted to see the Black Widow play.
Nice.
Can you heckle in bowling?
No.
No?
Quiet in bowling. Once the ball goes, you're allowed to yell anything you want. But until he releases, you can't say anything.
Oh, yeah, and in bowling, you're even supposed to wait till the person in the very next alley is done bowling. You never throw the ball at the same time.
I try to go exactly step for stride with them.
There's always that person, if you ever go bowling, there's always that person where you'll be out there, you'll be set, you'll start to walk, and then they'll just walk up and throw. And you just have to stop.
What's the difference? You're going to have a 118 or a 130. Who cares?
Bad bowling etiquette. The Department of Homeland Security is reporting that they cannot account for over 600 foreign fugitives that have been ordered out of the country. So we knew where they were when they got here, but we've sent them out, and now we can't find them. Very bizarre.
Well, I thought we had, we have how many people that are in the country illegally anyway.
12 million?
Yeah, I mean, so, 640 that have records, it's not that hard to believe.
@866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-766-0339. The Jewish Theological Seminary, they have decided now to start accepting openly gay and lesbian candidates into their rabbinical schools. So now we can have gay rabbis.
Finally.
I don't
what
know.
other kind is there?
I don't know if that would bother anyone. I guess, very conservative people would get really upset about this. So that's, I think, the Episcopals and now the Jews that will allow gay preachers. Or priests. Or rabbis. So that's where we stand there. Most Protestants know.
Hey, Marianne, you're on Fez.
Hello, boys. There's a lot more to that Jeremy Piven story, Fezzy, than you told there. That's why it doesn't sound too bad. But the way I understood from What Would Tyler Durden Do website was that he went in there with a party of 12 without a reservation, demanded a table. They got him one, even though it was, admittedly close quarters, but they did get him a table. Then supposedly very demanding through the whole dinner, and then just threw that DVD down on the table as he was leaving. So it just puts things in perspective. It was probably a lot more money.
He's turned into Ari. There's no way getting around it now.
He really is someone who's now living his gimmick.
Yeah. So just want to fill you boys in on that.
Thank you very much.
He's like J.R. Ewing, Larry Hagman, just always walking around in a cowboy hat now, like he really is a Texas oil man. Totally believe in his own gimmick. Like when Eddie Albert all of a sudden was very interested in farming. The guy from Green Acres.
Sean, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to let you know, Fez, it's 600,000 illegal aliens that are fugitives that they can't track down.
600,000, so you're off by 599,000.
Oh, okay.
400.
Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. The George Clooney, he is up for the part of Liberace in the Liberace biopic. So he has said that he doesn't know if he's campy enough to play Liberace. He said this part is probably more of a Robin Williams vehicle.
I bet they'd put Clooney in whatever he wants to do now, though.
Yeah, it's and then just another bad biopic. I don't think it matters who's in it. It's going to be another thing. It's going to look like, a gay white Ray.
Hey, Bernie, you're on Fez.
Yeah, just curious about Fez's story. If gays are allowed to become like Jewish rabbis, does that mean like now gays get a free pass in heaven?
I would guess Jewish gays do.
Yeah. Okay, just curious.
Because I would think the Jewishism would outrank the gayism.
So many isms.
But isn't the Old Testament more harder on gays, and the Jewish people follow the Old Testament more?
Yeah, but they found out that it's just all made up anyway, so why care?
Yeah, it's the Old Testament where you keep hearing all the stuff of a man shall not lay with another man.
Not even if you're just gonna crash out for a little while?
I think that's what they call the biblical sense. Of really laying extremely close.
Laying pipe.
Just way too close for anyone's comfort level.
Some people are comfortable with it.
Yeah, but then it doesn't ever come up in the New Testament.
They want you to be gay in the New Testament. They're not saying New Improved Testament.
No. So, yeah, I don't think there's any problem with that. So it's starting to get warmer outside. When you're really thirsty, what's the one thing that really quenches your thirst?
Oh, hey, yeah, I just wanted to say that, in fact, there are plenty of gay Jewish rabbis. They're just Reformed Jewish rabbis. I mean, if you go to Los Angeles, just about every rabbi there that's Reform is flaming homosexual.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. It's just now, they're allowed in the conservative sect, too.
All right, here's Robbie wants to join in. Robbie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddies. Hey, I thought you had to be married to become a Jewish rabbi. How's that going to work now?
Gay marriage.
Gay marriage? Certain states?
Yeah, they'll only have to move to certain states, though. They'll all have to live in Vermont.
Yeah, I don't think a rabbi has to be married. I think the rabbi can get married, but I don't think he has to be married. So I don't know how they get around that. Oh, I was saying, what is your thirst quench? If you're really thirsty, what does it for you?
Birch beer.
Mine is lemonade.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Hello, Ron and Fez.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fez told me the only thing that quenches his thirst is cum.
I'm sure he's very proud of his call. That took a lot of thinking. That took a lot to go into that one.
Is it thirst quenching, though?
I wouldn't know.
God, my mind is just... That fucking break just made me so tired. 3 days now without sleep.
It's too much without sleep.
Don't let me bring it up. You go in with your thing. What's on your mind, Fezzy? What's happening in the world?
Let's see what's going on in the world. There was this 13-year-old kid in Georgia. He ended up going to the hospital for getting an extreme wedgie on the school bus. So it actually put him in the hospital. His mother said he was crying for 30 minutes after getting the wedgie. And so we got that situation there. It just makes me wonder. I mean, I know a wedgie hurts and everything. A wedgie's no fun. But I don't know if I could actually go to my mom about it. The mom had the other kids arrested and stuff.
If your balls were fucking ruptured, you'd fucking be screaming. Then sooner or later you gotta tell them what happened to you. Because that's probably what happened to him.
Yeah. I think I would make up another story other than saying I got a wedgie. That was so bad it ruptured my ball sack. Besides, the wedgie was never as bad as the pink belly.
It would depend. If your balls get fucking ruptured, believe me.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, it's our buddy Fred from Brooklyn. Hey, Fred.
Hey, what's up, boys? You sound so much more rested today, Ron.
I haven't fucking... I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I know what's wrong with me. Go ahead.
Hey, you drink coffee at nighttime?
I don't. I do not.
Might want to cut that out.
Yeah. I eat
anyway,
coffee all the time. I get fucking blood like a baby now.
Yeah, that's like a non-alcoholic beer. Yeah. But anyway, with these gay rabbis, does that mean ass sex through a hole in the sheet?
Who's better than Fred?
Love Fred from Brooklyn.
What else is happening, Fezzaroo?
Running back Marshall Faulk, he is officially retired from the NFL. Selected to 7 Pro Bowls, named the NFL MVP in 2000. So
it hasn't mattered since, right?
No, and that is about it. Yeah, really not a lot of impact after that.
Once you get hurt, you don't have the same abilities, that's all. You really run into that first bad injury.
Did he get a ring with the Rams? Yeah.
Yeah, he was part of that team.
Yeah, so, all right, not such a bad... I always considered him kind of underrated.
Well, he was the premier running back of the late 90s. I mean, all you can really be is, the best during your time.
Right.
No one ever brings him up of all time, but he was the premier running back of the late 90s.
Oh, he must have been one of the guys that ended up with the Madden curse, I think. I think that was right before he got hurt. Was he on a Madden cover?
I believe so. I think he was one of when that game first started rolling out. I think he was the first guy on it. He might have been.
The beginning of the curse. Marshall Faulk. That should be his autobiography when he writes it.
I don't think anybody would read his autobiography. He played in St. Louis. It's not like people are waiting for a book to come out.
Kentucky's joining 7 other states that require special cigarettes that require slow-burning paper that are going to go out if the cigarette's not being puffed. So if it's not being smoked, the cigarette goes out. They say it's to stop fires, to stop cigarettes from causing fires. Sounds like it's a tobacco state's way of starting to ease out cigarettes. They can say it's in a way of stopping fires, but it sounds like we just want to get rid of the tobacco there.
Hey, Milkman, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies. I've been listening to you guys since WNEW days. This is the first time I've been able to talk to you guys.
Oh, cool, man.
So much happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Now, are you the same guy who posts on Whackbag?
No, not
That's a different
me.
Milkman.
Well, I'm the disgruntled milkman.
Ah,
I wish I could be a milkman, but I'm the disgruntled milkman.
All right.
I didn't know if that kid in Georgia, if they maybe had to surgically remove elastic from the top of his head as well.
Could be. Wedgie bad enough to send the kid to the hospital. And got other kids on the bus arrested.
I always found the whole wedgie thing to be a little too homoerotic. And I never really went for that, let's fucking attack the little kids when they come into school. I'd rather see if I couldn't turn them into a customer.
Yeah, the wedgie, probably the most humiliating out of all the school tortures.
But to me, it also humiliates the guy who's doing it. You look like a fucking Big Mo interested in somebody else's underwear. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, Earl, you're wrong. Marshall Falk was on in 2000.
Yeah.
But that catalog came out in 94, so that would have been 6 years after. So you're absolutely incorrect. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
But didn't Falk start the Madden curse?
I don't know. Dave's girlfriend, Casey, wants everyone to know that Milkman Dan blows. I don't think so, Fez.
No, I wouldn't think so.
You know who Milkman Dan is? He is one of the people who's part of that 2000, what I like to call the Mighty 2000 line of the day. But you said no, without even knowing what it was, huh?
No, I mean, I've seen his posts sometimes. I've heard of him. I wouldn't jump to that conclusion.
Al, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys. I think Dante Culpepper's the first one that started the Madden curse. I think he was out before then. I remember that because, for me, it was great because my Bears were better than them, so fuck Culpepper.
Yeah, Culpepper, I think I don't know if he got hurt for his part of the Madden curse or just had a really, really bad season.
All right, HTG agrees and says Dan does blow. Boy, I had no idea. I didn't know there was hate towards Dan. Scott, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies, 287-253.
What do you say, dude?
Hey, Ron, you ever see the movie The Machinist with Christian Bale? That guy didn't even sleep for a year.
Yeah, he did not sleep, and I think I may be heading for that, Fez.
Are you losing weight like that or what?
I'm actually going in the opposite direction and gaining at the rate that he lost. Here's Jerry, you're on Fez.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
I wanted to just say congratulations to Fez today. I'm glad he made it to the appointment, and, I'm proud of him, and I think things are really going to be looking up. He's heading in the right direction. That's all.
All right, let me give you this update.
Yep.
Is that you squeaking, Fez?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Milkman down blows, and they write, and then Solera writes, Casey blows Dave. So, there's a lot of anger out there today.
A lot of it blowing around, actually.
Pete knows all about the Madden curse. How are you, Pete?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I have the entire rundown on the Madden curse. It started in 2000 with Barry Sanders, who was going to be on the 1999 cover, but then he retires. Eddie George gets hurt in 2001.
Boy, remember Eddie George was such a big star for a very short window.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, and then after he got hurt, it was right after that Madden NFL 2001 cover. And then Dante Culpepper, 2002, Marshall Falk, 2003, Michael Vick, 2004, Ray Lewis, 2005, and Donovan McNabb, 2006, and Sean Alexander in 2007.
You know it all. I'm going to send you the big-ass prize closet, my friend. You have every right to be a winner. You have a list of things.
Hold on, buddy. We'll get you a DVD copy of Jackass #2 Unrated, thanks to Paramount Home Entertainment. DVD contains deleted scenes and commentary by the Jackass gang and much more. Jackass #2 Unrated is in stores now.
I would like to get a version that's actually got things edited out, so it's just for fucking TV, regular TV. By the way, Casey now writes back, Solera blows a shit bag. So, it's an ugly, ugly day.
How did it turn so nasty? That's what I don't understand.
Chris, Sherman Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. I was wondering if you seen Jay Leno last night that had Pete Rose on.
You know, I'm pissed. I wanted to see, I'm not a big fan of Leno's show, but Quentin Tarantino is on there, who makes me cringe more than any man I've ever loved. I love Tarantino. I think that he's brilliant, and yet seeing him on an interview always embarrasses me. And then Showboat and Pete was supposed to come on after him.
Yeah, well, I know that they asked him how he felt about not going in the Hall of Fame, and he said not that he got to play with the greatest pitcher in Major League Baseball, Steve Carlton. I thought,
thank you very. You know what? Remember when Carlton used to come to the fucking mound?
When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass. When Mighty Horse rocks, he rocks a fat ass.
Monkey hose.
That's right. By the way, that rocks is spelled R-O-C-K-S, not the fucking stupid R-O-X. You got to be some fucking wacky person to spell that way. So nice from Showboat and Pete. Even though I got Dave putting down Carlton. I got fucking Earl putting down Carlton. I got Fez saying, who's Carlton?
Yeah, that one I wasn't really sure of.
By the way, Solera's saying Casey dates retards and picks on invalids.
I knew the retard part. I had no idea about the invalid. Till just now.
Well, that's Alki. He's
an
invalid, so he shouldn't be teased.
No, that's not right.
No.
It's a cheap shot is what it is. There's a new non-scalpel vasectomy procedure.
What is this, tiny little plug?
I'm not sure exactly how
plug of some type?
I'm not sure exactly how they're doing it, but they're saying they no longer have to slice and snip.
Well, how do they do it?
I'm not sure. I think it's probably like a laser deal. Everything goes into lasers like it's Star Trek.
Casey's saying that Solera's a lazy cripple lover, which is mean. Dave, your girlfriend's kind of mean. Grab that mic over there. Your girlfriend's a little on the mean side.
Yeah, it's true.
Not for nothing, I'm glad you two lost that baby today. Because you know why?
Yeah.
Jesus doesn't need a mean baby.
I don't see her as mean. I see her as insightful and accurate. And I see her as someone who can respond back to insulting comments.
She also said she would look good driving a handy van filled with ladders.
Right. That's a dig at Frenchie, I guess. But all I know is
your
kids.
girlfriend's not nice. Seriously.
Kids, please.
Seriously, your girlfriend's not nice.
No, hold on. Everyone, just calm down. I know it's getting hot out.
What is that tattoo on her arm?
That tattoo, I believe, stands for greed. I believe it was something like that, yeah.
It stands for greed?
I believe something or symbolic, maybe. But she's not a greedy person. It's more like a thing that will allow her not to be buried in a certain cemetery, I think.
What cemetery?
You know, Jewish cemetery.
Oh, well, why didn't she just get a Hitler on her arm? That would have kept her out of any Jewish cemetery.
Well,
or a backward swastika.
That's a little hard.
Or it just says the Who. The Who. Carl, you're on Fez. Hey, Carl.
Hello.
Yes, what is it, Carl?
All right. Hey, buddies. How y'all doing? I know y'all changed the subject, but I had to call real
quick. Well, then let's not talk about it. Here's Jack.
Yo,
Jack, you're back in black. By the way, you no longer invited over Solera Zaralki. They do not like you.
What are you talking about? Why?
It's not me.
What did I do? I did nothing here. What the hell?
Shot a Bull Gray, just the word the Who. The Who.
I know it's hot, but let's not all start acting like it's, do the right thing here.
What's that mean?
Oh, it doesn't mean anything black. I just meant like, you know, when it gets hot out, they started acting up. Let's just chill out.
You know what I'm going to do? If anything happens to Casey, I'm going to cut her arms off and force her into a box next to her mean Jewish relatives.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. And then Solera came up with a great comeback. She says Casey is a Jewish cunt who fucked her way to the bottom.
Hey!
Oh, wait. That's Alki.
Oh.
That's Alki. And that's really witty when you think about it.
Yeah, I know.
It seems kind of even rougher coming from a guy, though.
Well, he's not well.
Just everyone, just relax.
But at least he sleeps, don't you, Alki? At least you can lay down at night and sleep. I don't have that little right in my life. I'm forced to suffer.
You don't have a shit bag, though. So One up, Mr. B.
I fucking work with one.
Hey!
I'm sorry, Fez. Read the paper to me.
Shitbag.
Jack, you're on Fez.
Hey, you gotta school Earl and Dave there, man. Lefty Carlton was friggin' God, man. His slider was unhittable.
Thank you. God bless you for saying so.
Unhittable.
I gotta sit around and listen to fucking. I gotta listen to Earl and Dave talk their Yankee pinstripe shit. By the way,
come on, man. He was the shit, man.
I got the package from my dad this week so that he gets every game, every major league game. But again, I have to tell him that it's all done on the sly. I cannot tell him that I bought it for him, and I have to tell him that he's getting it illegally. It's a terrible way to go through life. By the way, Alki and Solera are pointing and laughing at you.
Keep pointing.
And your George cunt.
Wow. You motherfuckers.
Why? You're not going over there anymore.
I will dissolve the friendship as of right now.
It sounds like they already did.
Earl, something went wrong with the phones. What happened?
The server's down.
Someone needs to fix these phones so Ron and Fez can do their show. Every fucking time they get something good going, the motherfucking telephones keep on blowing up. Every fucking time they get something good going, the motherfucking telephones keep on blowing up. Why won't Wiki fix the telephones? Why won't Wiki? Why won't Wiki? How can you build a pyramid without the callers calling in? How can you give out a big-ass prize to losers like me who have no life? The Ron and Fez Show on XM Radio. Ron and Fez Show on XM Radio. Fez Show 202, channel 202. Every fucking time they get something good going.
I really don't know why he didn't release that as a single. That should have been a single for him.
That's Paranoid at thecosmiccircus.com.
Where is he?
Thecosmiccircus.com.
Oh, did you see that guest he's going to have on? Without saying it on the air?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that edition of...
Because I heard that got very nuts even after we left.
Really?
It got way worse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Way worse. Yeah. Matter of fact, Perry gave me some update on it, but I don't want to get into it all now. I'm not going to steal his stuff. That's for his fake show, not for my fake show. Right now, Solera's asking if you guys would like to double date.
Absolutely not. My feelings are hurt at this point, and they better make it up to me.
Yeah, but I want to...
They better take me out to medieval times.
Remember,
it's a different thing.
I thought we were going to have a nice night out for Alki.
No, we're not going to do it there.
Why?
I learned some info.
What is it?
They hate medieval times.
See, what did I tell you? I said that Fez and I wanted to put a nice night out for Alki. And he's like this. Medieval times. That's the way to go. I go, what are you, a fucking jet? I go, he's not a child. What adult wants to go to medieval times?
It made no sense when Eastside Dave said it, and we're both going, are you sure about this?
Because
love it. They both love it.
We got into a discussion about this.
By the way, your chick Casey says, Great. I'll pull the van around with the ramp. She's brutal.
2 punts in the D.C. camp.
But none for you.
2. Doesn't matter. It's in the camp. As long as it's in the camp, that's all that matters.
Hey, tell Fezzy what you were doing with your chick when you flew all the way down there for 12 hours.
Well, we had a nice romantic time on Saturday, and the highlight was probably a wiffle ball game. Fast pitch. I won 18-17, though there is some questions about it because she hit what she thinks is a home run, and I called it a double. Otherwise, the game was maybe a tie.
Well, what's a home run and what's a double?
If you hit it, if it goes over, if you hit the roof, it's a double. If it hits the roof and goes over, it's a home run. And it kind of went, to me, it went too close to the side. It hit the roof, went to the side of the house. Even though it was behind the house, it came off of the side of it.
Give it to her.
No.
She has a vagina. She deserves the doubt there.
Look, I play fair.
Well, you have a vagina, too. If I saw you hit the same thing, I'd give you the home run.
Let me just tell you, though, she can hit the ball.
Why are you making her do this?
She got a nice Edgar Martinez-type swing. I can't say she's a great fielder, this or that, but a sweet righty swing. And she had about 4 dingers that day. I was very impressed. I was throwing my best shit at her. I was throwing my fork ball.
Like a monkey?
I threw her my curve, my slurve, my slider, everything. Boom, 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 single, double.
Like everybody else you've ever pitched to.
The only thing is, though, 18 runs on my part. Thank you.
Yeah, but what about your fucking nickname, BP? Everybody calls you BP when you're pitching. Hey, we're facing BP tomorrow.
Right.
So bring a heavier bat. You're going to be able to get around on it. I'm going to swing a 39.
So how long did this 18-17 wiffle ball game go?
2 innings. There were 2 innings. The whole game probably lasted about 50 minutes.
It just seems like when you only have 36 hours to spend.
Hour, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that you wouldn't want to use one of them up playing wiffle ball.
Less than that. We had about 26, 27 hours to spend. But I find wiffle ball and sports romantic.
You consider wiffle ball a sport?
Of course. It's based on the game baseball.
That's a game. It's a fucking game based on baseball.
So it's plastic baseball. How is it, if baseball is a sport, just because you now make the items plastic instead of wood and leather, does not mean it's not a sport.
All right, we're going to pick this up later after I've had a little fucking time to relax. Because it may be the lack of sleep, but I feel like I'm going out of my mind. I will tonight have the No, I want you to say it. I don't want you to think
I gotta get those phones.
Okay, you can do that. But I do want to have the what's a sport, what's a game discussion.
Yeah. Well, wiffle ball is one of them. Yeah. One of the great many sports that's out there in American society.
Bill, you're on Run Fez.
Ronnie, just the fact that Dave even was a questionable home run. A chick hits off of him
and took him deep. Took this fucker deep. Took him yard. And I will say
multiple
this, ripped his tits off. This motherfucker,
ouch.
Seriously, it's like he was standing in a batting cage.
Pitching's not my game. I'm a bad left-handed Tommy John. Post-surgery.
You're a rag arm.
I am. I have a bit of a rag. But
call her rag arm.
But let me tell you something. My junk balls are pretty good.
Rag. Why don't you fucking get the rag out there and just mop this one up? I'd put you in his mop up.
My brothers used to call me Rags, and that was because of Dave Righetti's nickname.
I thought it's because you're always grouchy.
And then I found out that actually they were making fun of me behind my back. That they were making fun of my arm because they thought I threw like fucking 10 miles an hour.
I don't think they had to go behind your back to do it.
Paul, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Dave, your girlfriend had about 4 or 5 dingers last night, too. It was wonderful.
Oh,
you son of a bitch, Paul. I'll find you.
No, you know what?
I'll find you!
Dave, look at me. Don't let him get in your kitchen. All right?
All right.
He's trying to get upset you, Rags.
Yeah. And Rags is going to keep it calm. Rags is going to keep it
You
collected.
went from Rags to bitches.
That's what I did. Rags led the league in saves.
Hey, here's our buddy Stryker. Stryker's always got something nice to say to Dave. Stryker, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, buddies. Hey, Dave, did Beanie and Patty Cakes enjoy the play date that you were on? Wiffle ball? What are you?
Stryker, you need to update your character, seriously. You need to update.
We did adult things. We drank wine. Can't we take a fucking hour and a half out to play some wiffle ball?
When did you become such a wine drinker? I know it was lately. All I'm ever hearing about Dave is, we had a bottle of wine.
I always liked
He's
the
a
wine
taster.
at the Chinese place. So that was my first.
Box of wine?
Yeah, the boxes of wine.
Why are you always bringing up the old girlfriend? Why are you always bringing E.T. back in?
No, I invented that. I started that place way before E.T. Way before her.
But aren't you worried?
And I'm not going to
Why
give
are you
up.
calling her E.T. too?
I'm not. That's her nickname.
I meant Claire.
I mean, she fucking looks exactly like E.T.
Oh, that's just. I'm not.
Am I right or wrong?
When the flower died. Yes.
I mean, she does have a similar color when the flower died, yeah. But nevertheless, what I'm trying to say is, I was at that place. I'm not going to be giving up the cottage just because, her. Heck no.
I think that's a mistake. Never take her back to the old place.
All right, well, you know what I will do then? There's a place 3 blocks away from it called the Silk Road. Same deal, same owners. Chinese fruit and wine. I'll just go to Silk Road.
Perfect. Silk Road it.
See, you are very clear-headed.
Am I? Because I feel nuts, Dave, and I'm not going to lie to you. And everything looks crazy. Color is either very vivid to me or it fades from view.
Right. Well, that's just your pupils because they haven't had time to...
Rat eyes. Just call me fucking rat eyes.
Okay.
Dave, you're on Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to tell Dave that wiffle ball is not a sport. If you can't watch it on ESPN, it's not a sport.
They actually do have wiffle ball championships in Massachusetts.
There's a league.
Yeah, there's league. Well, the ones in Massachusetts, the championships are for all over the country. That's where it ends up. So if that's not a sport,
it's the Williams
Now,
sport.
do they play where you got to run the bags, or you hit a certain place?
It's zone. It's
I love
fast
that.
pitch and zone. It's
I
great.
love that.
Because all you need is just one good pitcher. I'm a hell of a fielder. So
Yeah.
I'd probably let Casey be the pitcher. She's got a very a sidearm delivery. She's got a sidearm delivery. So I think that's kind of difficult to hit. And
she put anything on the ball?
No, not that I could see. I did notice she had a nail file, but she is a girl and files her nails. So I didn't suspect it was a Joe Negro thing going on.
You didn't look for criminal?
No.
Now, where's what's your nickname, Punching Bag? What's that about?
My nickname is Punching Bag?
Yeah.
From who? I don't know.
From your chick.
Really?
Says 2 words, Punching Bag.
I don't know what that means precisely, but I don't know. Maybe.
Where's E.T.?
That could be the name.
Have you talked to E.T. yet? Your old girlfriend?
No. There will be no such conversation.
Will there ever be an E.T. 2?
No.
No return.
No. I mean, there wasn't one for Spielberg. There's not going to be one for Davy Berg.
Yeah, Davy Berg.
What's wrong with us calling him Davy Berg?
It makes
I like
no
the nickname.
sense.
So your thing is like, when the chick's done with you, you shouldn't talk to her again?
That's exactly my thing. 100%. No point in that.
Just drive you too crazy.
Absolutely. Every time you see them. And then you don't want to know who their new boyfriend is, sticking their big, Italian cock in your chick. That's disgusting. I don't want that. It doesn't have to be Italian either. It could be Irish. It could be anything. Really.
Rodney, you're on Fez.
Ron, I got to tell you, bud, if you're not asleep after that wiffle ball story, you're never sleeping again.
I was trying. I did call. First of all, I let Fez read the news to me, and I started to go out there, and it was so nice.
That almost had me too, man.
Yeah. And then what happened, Fez? You ran out?
Yeah, I ran out.
I like it because during the dead air, I could just feel myself going down. And then I'll be like, are we off the air? And then I would just hear your soothing voice with another crazy story that you couldn't respond to. You're a good reader, though, Fez.
No, I'm an awful reader.
Why? Oh, Solaire's Punching Bag.
That's right.
Oh, she's punching bag.
I get it. Shit bag again?
Back to shit bag.
Shit bag.
Well, there's a... you wonder why these people are hanging themselves one after another. It's fucking... I almost felt like hanging myself.
It's vicious.
Yeah, it is.
That's why you can't go on Pal Talk for too long.
It's fucking Sid vicious.
No. Yeah, well... I could see that. Murder... Then suicide. Chelsea Hotel.
I saw the RonFez.netters are still mean to you, huh? There's a whole thread about you, what a fuck up you are.
I barely go over there now.
Yeah. There was a whole thread about, You second mic.
That's actually insulting to Fez, you fucking assholes. Think before you fucking post. There's never going to be anyone. It's the Ron and fucking Fez show.
I thought it was Ron and Ron. Oh, that was before.
Well, yeah.
Right. Oh, that goes to show the producers can sneak their way up, doesn't it?
There's that, too.
Sneak in.
So just stop it already. Just get happy. Come on, get happy.
Elvis Costello, or are you going back to Partridge's?
Stay Partridge. Because there's no point in all this.
You are a positive guy.
Don't listen to the show if it's going to make you so miserable.
Hey, what's that mean?
Turn the channel.
We want people to listen. We want people to listen, don't we? Hey, is Earl going to make it to number 1?
Boy, that's going to be a long month. He's got to get till April 28th to become the longest-running Ron and Fez producer.
I'm so there. I'm aiming for it.
I'm going to break you, fucker. Seriously. I'm going to make April the fucking month of pain.
So how long would that be? It would be 2...
Not even 2 years.
About a year and a half, maybe? About a year and a half.
They crumble on us, Dave. Well, you know now working here how far we fucking push it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
There's no, hey,
oh, yeah.
Ron and Fez aren't fucking showing up for the show today.
Right. No, there's never that. It's full steam ahead, 24/7.
Is that right? How long did Ben last with us?
Ben wasn't with us.
I thought I remember Ben.
No. That wasn't us. That was O&A.
Oh! Yeah. I'm thinking of shows I listen to, not I'm on.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just pretend I'm on that show. Then I always have this thing back to my radio. Good one, Ant. Took the piss out of that one, buddy.
So Earl's on his way. He's got till April 28th.
Bye, Earl. You're on your way.
I have every intention of making it to April 28th. I will make it April 28th.
Have you ever noticed that we never come back when this song is over?
Yeah, because it's the end song.
What do you mean end song?
It's the song we play when the show is ended, when the show is over. That's why we don't come back.
Boy, he really needs this therapy.
We come back in another 21 hours.
Because he's like a little kid now with like, puppies are soft, you know, just fucking stating the obvious over. Juan, you're on Fez.
Yeah, how can you say that wiffle ball is a sport? The guy said anything on ESPN is a sport. I've seen rock, paper, scissors championship on ESPN.
Save it for tonight, big man. We're going to have it out tonight. Tomorrow, I swear, I'll have sleep. I'm going to make myself sleep, or else I'll quit this show.
No. Please don't do that.
I can't go on like this.
Well,
we got to get you the
I can't go on like this, Earl, and that will mean that you will not have made the record.
No, we got to get you some sleep then. Because I have every intention of breaking this record.
Is that right, mayonnaise?
You will not get my DOR.
He's going to keep saying that for every day.
He thinks that's fucking witty. He thinks memorizing something is wit. Oh, remind me, I want to talk to you about this tonight too, Earl. Just bring up the term blacks and lost in translation. That's all I want to talk about. It's a Chris Rock statement. I wanted to bring it up to you. I found it to be extremely interesting. Oh, and I have figured out the secret to life, and I like to tell everybody about that. I think it might have come from lack of sleep, but basically...
that's the end of my show. Donk.
Ron Bennington, Fez Wadley, The Ron and Fez Show.